One, and we should be live mic'd. Alright. If you want to speak real quick, make sure everything's coming across clearly.
Heyo, heyo.
Alright, yeah.
You made yourself so small, you could have, like, touched the floor.
Well, I mean, comparatively to just being a box, it's pretty big. Like, hold up a sec. Alright, so you're gonna see a little bit behind the curtain here. If I go to reactive and I choose the other one, which is just like the Discord avatar, that's how big it looks. It is it is pretty yeah. Just peel the fuck in here on a motorcycle.
Just running over little Jake.
Like at this point, everybody calls me fucking small anyways because I'm 5'9". So you know what? I'll just own it. You know, I'll just be like, yeah, my little tippy toes don't touch the floor.
Hey, I'm 5'5", so I mean, I'll look up to you at least.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like there's just a bunch of fucking giants in the server. All right, like so they'll be like, I'm like 6'6", like and I'm like,
average.
what?
Yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm short. I'm 5'11". It's like, no, I'm short. I'm 6'1". No, all of them need to stop talking, or I'll take out their knees.
Yeah, fucking. And they always come for you. They always come for you as soon as you say 5 in front. It's like, get out of here. We're just gonna band together as a bunch of shorties, I guess, and like you said, take out their fucking knees with some hammers. But yeah, if you're tuning in, you might notice we're missing one of the members here, old Jakey boy. We've got him in spirit with old Chibi Jake here, by the table. Unfortunately, he's having some ISP issues tonight, so he might be dropping back in later. We'll have to see. Otherwise, this is just gonna be me and Kev here. So, speaking of which, on this creator spotlight, we've got Kevin. Would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey, guys. Kevin or Kevin Jorg, whatever you want to call me. K3V is the easiest way to get in touch with me. Just an artist and trying to not even make a name, just have fun on the internet.
Yep. I mean, from what it looks like so far, hopefully you're having a pretty good time here in like at least the Discord.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely probably my favorite, if not my second favorite Discord, just because of the one I run.
Yes. I'll take that. Is audio all good to everybody? I see him. It looks like it should be fine on my end, but if anybody's quiet, just let me know and we'll tweak the audio settings just a teensy bit here. Yeah, see, look, they're talking too tall, I think. He's still short. Isn't he shorter than that short king?
No, I was reading it because Artiv said Humo got improved and then accurate height.
Yeah. Yeah, that's see, the thing about Artiv, like I always want to like I want to go out to bat for him, but then he like he dogpiles me on certain things and I'm like, "All right, you little bastard. Bite the hand that feeds." I see how it is. All right. Yeah, it looks like the streams me a bit audio fine, you still a bit silent. Okay.
Which one of us is too quiet?
I'm assuming Lasseter's talking about me. I mean, I can tweak myself up just a hair here on the fucking audio setup. I've always been quiet. Okay.
I mean, you are more of a soft voice.
Yeah, I'm soft voice up until I start popping the fuck off. Kevin's a bit silent as well. Okay. Let me here. I'll raise the decibels up on you as well. I got you maxed out on Discord now, and I've upped the Discord audio mixing, so hopefully you should be coming across better.
Noob is saying we should have a screaming episode.
A screaming episode, yeah. Fucking. I mean, that's just me on like most of the fucking TTT nights, I would say.
Just full on candle COVID.
Okay. Hopefully things are sounding good now. Hey, Bon. How are you doing, buddy? Okay.
Damn prior commitments. I just got a Gartic phone invite.
Oh boy.
But I'm dedicated. I'll be here. I'm dedicated.
Yeah, I mean, if you waddled out of the fucking room right now, I'd probably just sit here, twiddle my thumbs, and I don't know. I guess I would maybe make like another fucking chat creature live. I mean, I've got like sack on the table right now. I guess I could fucking decorate them like a Christmas tree.
Who?
The fucking purple Nick. We've named them Sack because they're kind of a mix of Sage and Nick, simply because it's like purple.
Oh, okay. Because I know the convention of it being Czech or chick.
Yeah.
Sack threw me for a loop.
Yeah, so I think the final evolution will be Chick, but for right now, since it's not really chatified, it's just hue shifted purple, that we're just going with Sack, because it's also funny to say, hey, look, it's Sack. Yeah, we got a tiny Jake as well right now until Big Jake comes back in and screams at me or something. And then I'll just like hold my hands up and eventually he'll like calm down. But yeah, I think we've kind of like gotten the audio settings all at least working for the most part here. I took a look and it looks like we're both louder, so hopefully that should be fine. Until somebody yells at me, I'll go ahead and assume that that's the case. So yeah, we kind of did a little bit of a quick introduction there. So I think it's time to start moving on to the Spotlight's interview proper. So first big question. How long have you been doing art for? Because obviously we've had a couple artists on at this point, and you know everybody's journey kind of looks a bit different. How they start, maybe like what their intentions were as they, you know, started drawing and whatnot. So give us a little bit of an idea how yours is looking.
Well, if I'm gonna officially call myself an artist, like actually take the time to do it, I'd say about 12 years. But my family's always had like this artistic slant, always having us do something like paint ornaments or play with crayons, just anything except for TV for some reason. So it could be closer to 20. I mean, I have 6 siblings. Crayons did not last very long,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, we tried to have entertainment where we could.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. I know that a lot of the art that you've shared is on the digital end of things. When did you start working on the digital front?
So the day I got my first tablet, I remember drawing a drawing that just says "I got a tablet," and I keep the date. It was September 20th, 2016, and it is the worst thing I've ever drawn with a tablet. And I mean, if anyone looks into tablets and just how the progression is, this was like a Huion, just a tablet. It had no screen or anything, and it had very bad pressure sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently at a Huion Canvas Pro 16, and eventually I'll get my Cintiq.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't know too much about when it comes to like digital art and all that. I think my brother ended up getting like a tablet at one point, but even now, I want to say it was like a Wacom or something. I don't even know like the model or anything. Uh,
Wacom is very common. The ones I listed, so the first one was like $40. The one I have now is 400. The one
mm,
I want is about 4,000.
just increments of 10. Or not
I wish.
increments,
I mean,
but
they could be more expensive
multipliers.
too.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I the most I can kind of like relate with that would be when I was looking at mics and everything for, you know, streaming and whatnot. And I mean, like the first mic I got was like no more than $40 just being a USB mic. And then you've obviously got the one that I got now, which is the NT1, which is like a little bit over 100. If you have to include all the other stuff, you're looking at more like 200 something. And then of course you've got like professional, well, even like some people would consider this one a studio grade, but like the outlandishly expensive, which is like thousands upon thousands, and you're like, holy shit.
See, this is something one of the actual things college did teach you. When you start buying expensive materials and you use it for your job, or if you just make money off of it at all, use that as a tax write off. Don't let that shit sit as an expense. I mean, you spend the money and you use it to make money. Save yourself some trouble.
Yeah, if you especially, yeah, if you're making money off it, by all means, fucking write that shit off. I don't think the old government would have been too lenient on me for a little hobby here, because at the time I was making no money, and even now I'm making. It's usually just coming through donations. Like yesterday, Greyfeather was donating, very charitably, to me. But other than that, maybe I could start doing write offs because I technically am like what is it, an affiliate with Twitch, and I just got approved for like AdSense and everything on YouTube. So maybe old Uncle Sam would be like, okay, understandable side hustle. Which, if that's the case, maybe I can even write the fucking Fang cosplay I'm gonna do.
I mean, here's the thing: as long as you don't have people like reporting you for Twitch thottery, you're fine. I think it's like what 2,000 you have to make before it's really you have to do like a W-9 on it.
Yeah, I know that like when it comes to like taxes and everything, fucking Twitch and YouTube both handle that side of things for you, which is quite nice. I'm glad that they aren't like, all right, fucker, go do all your shit by yourself. We're just gonna rake in the money off of you, and it's like, okay, cool, thank you at the very least.
Yeah, I've heard YouTube takes as high as like 45% from super chats, so I'm not even sure if that's really worth it.
I mean, I think I wanted to say that super chats were mostly go to you. I don't know if it's 40%. I'd have to look up the statistics specifically on that. I think memberships they might take like a deeper cut on, kind of like Twitch does, because I think bits on Twitch, although to be fair, when you buy bits, Twitch is already taking its cut. So any bits you get given on Twitch are straight to you because they've already taken their pre-cut. But that's getting into like the boonies about like fucking making money on like platforms and everything, which even now that I've been like approved and I am like making use of them, I still don't even know all the fucking specifics because it's not like I'm sitting here making it's like it's not my job, right? So I'm not sitting here looking at all the specifics. I'm just assuming, okay, look, if somebody gives me money, they're gonna hand it to me essentially. So I'm hands off the fucking keyboard, right?
So it's like 101 streaming financials with Humo.
Yeah, fucking maybe that would be a good stream. Just get everybody around and be like, "Hey guys, let's look at my contracts. Let's see what they're doing to me. Wouldn't this be fun?" And then
You're all in this
surprised.
with me now, fuckers.
You decided you wanted to pay me money. This is what's gonna happen to us, all right? So, to round it back around to the art tablet thing though, I know we were talking about how big of a range there is. And we'll talk a bit more about like advice and whatnot a little later on in the spotlight. But I was kind of curious. What would you have any like recommendations for what to look for in a drawing tablet?
All right. Yes, there's. Sorry, two things when it comes to drawing tablets, and this is a learning curve for everybody. If you've used one before, and I just mean a tablet, like an iPad or anything, so you're used to a screen tablet, go for Huion. That is a good place to start. You can look at just regular canvases. They're small. You can get them for about 100, 150. Price usually dictates quality, and they do have warranties. So you want to look into that. Now, starting, if you've never used one at all, look into the Wacom Bamboo. It's about 40 to 60 bucks. Sorry for you guys that would have to do import taxes. I know it's a lot more expensive. I have a friend who wanted to get one too. Um, those you still draw on a computer, and it's just like paper. There's no screen, and you see the mouse on your monitor. So it's you have to get used to drawing down while looking up. So your hand is not where you're looking.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a keyboard in that sense, where you're supposed to be looking at the screen, not where the action's happening, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's easier to show than really explain through words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I kind of get where you're coming from with that. Um, oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was gonna say there are YouTube videos on practicing with tablets. Like you'll have line tutorials and tracing circles to get better with hand and eye coordination being disconnected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know you said that there's a very large price range for the hardware itself. Do you think that there's kind of like a break point in that where you're, because I know with at least with mics and whatnot, as you go up in price, the gains that you get for going up are less and less. And you know, you obviously each person has to kind of do their own um, cost benefit analysis of it, right? But do you think there's kind of like a breakpoint where it becomes maybe you don't want to invest really into this much higher, or is it each step up is giving you something worthwhile to hit that next step?
Oh no, it's purely based on size versus space. So you could literally be completely fine with just a 12 or 14-inch tablet. if you're going higher, then you have a reason to need it. Like there are Cintiqs are like desk size. You would need a real reason to need that much space,
Hmm.
or you work in the industry. Hobbyists shouldn't spend more than $300. I mean, that's completely honest.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of forgot that when it comes to like screens and whatnot, they can just get bigger and bigger. So like a
Oh yeah,
full
you're
on
rocking a
desk one.
42-inch screen, and you have your cousins come over and setting drinks on it. So you're burying them in the flower garden.
Yeah. Man, that is, yeah, I can see why that gets expensive. I know with mics and whatnot, it's not like you get like a fucking bigger mic or anything. You just get a bunch of different electronics inside and whatnot. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, no, this is basically a full computer. This isn't just like a screen, and I mean you're running $200 programs. Fuck you, Adobe Suite.
yeah, full on workstation at that point. Okay. Well, I mean that's a pretty early discussion on some of the hardware you're using, but now we can peel into a little bit of content wise and whatnot. And given the nature of my Discord and everything, and how my kind of community started to form, a good place to start for me is talking about Snoot and Wani, and particularly
Ooh,
asking you, how did you get into Snoot Wani community?
it's gonna be hard to believe, but a friend of mine who is way more like emotionally invested into games, and he showed me his game collection, and it is not the friendliest variety. He tends to like a lot of hentai. So
Mm.
when he told me about this game and then bought it for me, I said, "I'm good, man. I trust you. It's a good game." He then bribed me $50 to play it, so of course I have to. So I fell in love with the story probably about 4 hours in. I binged 16 hours the first time I played it, and I still didn't get through my first ending because I was going through it slow. I didn't have any voices in my head. I was just enjoying it.
Yep.
And then once I finished it, uh, you came up because my YouTube is like skewed towards long form video,
Mm.
and the Inco noted supercut came up. And I'm not a fic listener, but I do like long form content, and I did like Wani. So went into that, found this, found the Discord. That led to the Buru. The community fell in one step after the other
Right.
because the creativity is off the charts, and it's a small community, which is weird.
Yeah, it's I I would have expected it to be bigger given how much, like how the quality of the games themselves. Though I suppose like maybe what kind of kept it back from hitting more of a mainstream type deal is like some of the controversy that faced Snoot. Even if I don't think that there's really much water that holds, I could see why maybe that would push it away from that. But like you said, there's a lot of creatives in this community, and it's a little shocking that they don't get more recognition and whatnot.
It's also a pretty big divide, and it's very stark when you see this that the North American and South American just do not cross over enough.
Mhm.
Like, we should share a lot of stuff, but that language barrier really does a lot of damage
Oh yeah.
because when they go hard into something, they go hard. I mean, Dragon Ball fans. You think US has fans? Nah, not even close.
Yeah, having the little Broly figurines at like fucking mom and pa's taqueria and shit, and like, now what do we got up here? We just got like fucking a McDonald's, and it's like, okay, well,
Just Goku in a sombrero.
yeah, that shit, man, I think that shit goes hard. I'm gonna be real.
Oh, it does. And I heard the rumors that there were like cartel members doing a actual day of mourning for Toriyama-san,
Oh yeah, I
and
remember that.
I fully believe it.
Yeah, I mean with how hard they go on Dragon Ball, like it's not that far fetched, which is still kind of like crazy to think about, but yeah, I can't think of anything that's remotely close to the what we to that up here.
Well, I'm getting news that it's been a hell of a night.
Yeah, I think the Halo crew has finally settled down for the night because I think that's everybody was in there. They were doing, I think it was ODST this time. Yeah, they beat ODST on Legendary.
Oh, y'all did it without me, man. I actually downloaded that to play with you guys.
I'm sure.
Looks at Humo during an interview.
Hey, hands up, like. So here's the thing, and we'll cut the we'll cut the I can't use my words. The interview just real quick to kind of talk about it because some people were asking about the schedule shift for things right now. So we're moving the creator spotlights to Saturdays at around when we start today, hopefully at 8:30 p.m. EST. So that way we can hopefully get a couple more community nights in during the week, so we can play other types of games. So getting like a Halo community night and whatnot, while it isn't the campaign or anything, right? A Halo community night would be more in the cards, having 2 games a week, which is nice. So, but I can talk more about that later, maybe at the end, since we're still in the actual question part of everything, because I don't want to like derail it too much.
I mean, it's not like this train has any rails. We keep getting sidetracked by just, the chat. It's
Yeah,
fine. It's fine. I mean, I'm having fun.
yeah. I mean, like it's not like this is a professional type deal, but anybody who's watched any of the fucking creator spotlights can tell that shit. Problems. The one where Jake just decided to open up a bottle of fucking whiskey on one of them. That was he was wilding on that one. I don't know what came over him, but yeah. So when it came to the Snoot Wani stuff, it just basically fell in your lap after $50, a little bit of a bribery there.
Oh, yeah, just a little bribe.
Right, right. And so you.
But no, no, I fully thank him for it. Um, and I did post, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to find it somewhere in the Discord. The same guy didn't play Snoot, and I was like, okay. It took me about a week and a half to get into Snoot.
Mhm.
I don't know why I hesitated. I love that story too. I still like Wani more, but I love Snoot. It took a drawing I did, a very messed up one, to get him to play Snoot, and now he loves it too.
Oh, is that the I
It
think
is the Berserk one, yes.
yep, I was going to say I think I have that one ready to go here. I'll pop that up on screen real quick.
Oh no.
See, the thing is, I've never watched or read Berserk because I know that there's a couple different mediums it's in at this point. So I'm not privy to like exactly the context of this. I can kind of guess, but I'm not in the know, so to speak. So, yeah.
Okay, so for one, you can read and watch Berserk. I would definitely recommend reading it just because the visual media is all over the place because it's been made over such a long time.
Mhm.
If you're gonna watch where this comes from, which is the Golden Age, definitely watch it. So to explain this, I don't remember who was talking in chat, but they were talking about Amber, so Anon and Fang, Lucy's kid,
Mhm.
and just the fan kids in general. And then I had a really dark thought because I didn't remember the panel about Guts' birth. In my head, it was a lot lighter. So I sketched it out. I went and found the panel. The second I got done with it, I thought, oh no, I can't show anybody this. This is a bad idea. And I'm like, okay, guys, I'm sorry. I hyped you up for nothing. And then Jake's like, you have to show it. So I sent it to him. He flipped out. He's like, yeah, post it. So what it is here, this is basically E1 Amber's life story starting.
Mhm.
Every main character and Crow, just because I needed a body, is on the tree. This is a legitimate panel. This is Guts' birth. He was born from a dead woman. And the company that finds him, I replaced with you guys. You're leading the charge with it's you, Irons, Lanny, Lassiter, and Jake.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of I knew Guts' whole story is that it's just one fucked up thing after the other. So when I saw little baby Amber here, I kind of put two and two together as to what exactly this might be referencing and whatnot. But yeah, no,
For
this fucking goes hard.
for anyone that knows the Berserk intimately, I am skipping a lot of Golden Age child Guts stuff for Amber. I'm gonna do select panels of Amber growing up in the Berserk universe. I have two more done, and I have one sketched out right now. I'm gonna try to go up to the eclipse. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the eclipse, but I'm gonna go up to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny too that you were like, oh man, I can't post this. Because if there's one thing that I have noticed time and time again in the Discord, it's that the moment someone's like, oh, I shouldn't do X, Y, or Z, like, I shouldn't say this, or I shouldn't really show this off, literally everybody is going to lean into their mic, look you in the eye, and say, no, dude, you gotta show us now. You can't tease us like that. What do you got in your pocket?
People were legitimately concerned for Iggy.
Yeah. Iggy does like his amber. That's so he probably wasn't happy to see the the dehydrated amber on the floor like that.
She got her necklace, and the umbilical cord is supposed to be around, but I just made it the necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's kind of how she got her name, because Guts was literally found in a pile of guts, so that's how he gets his name.
Well,
Amber is with an amber charm, which will later turn out to be a very key thing for the eclipse. So that's how I'm tying that in.
Interesting. Okay. I know that. So I don't know how many pieces you have in it just yet. I was looking through
this
the Discord.
One and 2 characters. That's
yeah. So we have the amber one right here, Amber Guts grown up, as well, which looks pretty fucking badass.
She hasn't got her Dragon Slayer yet. She's not really using the biggest of swords like Guts had to, just to give her some leeway.
Yeah, so I guess one question I have is, like, I don't know too much. Like, I guess already I don't know too much about Berserk and whatnot. I'm assuming this is similar to what Guts is wearing earlier on and whatnot. How was it hard to adapt kind of the armor and everything and like the design to fit like Amber, like a dino in a sense?
Something I drew on a lot over the last 10 years. Oh god, that felt old. Is characters with wings, specifically because of MLP having a race with wings.
Mm-hmm.
Adapting open back armor and clothing is not very hard.
Okay.
And it's the same wing structure. So basically, give them their armor. I have seen wing armor, although it makes no sense to me.
Okay, so you've had experience, and it's kind of just like taking the base armor and then making small adjustments to fit for it, right?
Oh yeah, no, this is almost 1-for-1 Guts' armor when he was with the first company.
Gotcha. You mentioned something there that I guess I might want to touch on real quick, and I know Cars, if he's here, he's gonna pop the fuck off. So you've had some experience in the past with the ponies, then?
Oh yeah, I had a friend show me back in high school MLP when it came out. This was 2012, 2013. The first season hadn't wrapped up, and I knew he was a big 4chaner. And I laughed. I was like, "Yeah, man, okay." Then he invited me over, and we watched the first 3 episodes. And it's like, okay, it's pretty good writing. I mean, the songs are kind of showy, could say girly, but overall, I mean, it's not bad. I'll watch it. And I have 4 sisters. There was never a reason. There was never not a reason to watch it if it was on.
Mm-hmm.
And the hub had really good shows. Now, after that, I was on DeviantArt for a long time. I started seeing ponies everywhere. So once I learned to do that, I got commission after commission after commission. I got pretty good at it. I once ran I'll draw your character for free, and I did it for 24 hours. It had over 600 entries.
Jesus.
I could not finish. I think I did maybe 50 because at that point they all look like stick figures because I'm just trying to get through the list.
Did it start to kind of become like white noise as you were drawing?
It made me hate those snooty bastards. Just in the early days of any fandom, you get the edgiest, most neon colored OCs in existence.
Yep.
And I hate them all. Not them as a person, just everything they represent.
Yeah, like obviously you've got like one thing that becomes clear the more you've been in fandoms and the more fandoms you've been in is that you have a very clear divide in like, oh, this OC content is like somebody just putting in like a lot of effort and everything, and they like really fleshed it out, and it's really cool. And then you've got the ones where it's like, mm, this is a little much, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I definitely can understand with the MLP thing because, as I've said in the past, I rolled with that. I don't even know if I can say I really rolled with that crowd because I just watched the show and looked at some of the like fan content. But yeah, no, like you would have like the fucking neon alicorn fucking OCs with superpowers and fucking the bad like the tragic backs. It's like D&D when you're looking at like the rogue that lost his parents and it now hates the world and it won't cooperate with the group. You know, that kind of dynamic where everybody's like, okay, sure, man.
Oh yeah, everyone has to live on the edge or so far off of it that you can't even take them seriously. Now, even today, I will bet die hard for the MLP creative community. They've
Hmm.
been going strong for 12 years. I mean, the musicians, the statue makers, the graphic artists, some of the best graphic art I have ever seen in my life on the safe work side is going to be pony related. And it's crazy. And people, the charity drives, the conventions, I never got to do any of that stuff. But as a community, other than the slant, because every community has a dark side, every community gets toxic at some point.
Yep.
I will definitely say the MLP community, not even Brony specifically, was a very good one. And I mean, if you had a troubled home life, they could have done something for you. I mean, it got me through high school, which is not something I will say to anybody, so I'll say it on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's fair. Like I know for a fact, like even though I haven't really touched in on that community in like a long while because I just I moved on, was doing other things. They had a lot of creative drive, and I mean shit. I want to say it was earlier. It was either early this year or like end of last year. I don't know why it suddenly showed up, but there was like a burst of like content that flooded my Instagram like for you stuff of like an infection AU that was happening and like everybody was doing their interpretation on it with MLP characters. I was like, huh, okay, I they're still popping off over there. Fucking good on them.
Oh yeah, I mean, one of the biggest fan fictions written was Fallout Equestria. It got a hardback release.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that and I was like, oh shit, okay. Like that's the one like again, the more communities you participate in, the more you see this. When somebody is like passionate about something that they enjoy and they want to create for it, they will crank shit out and it will be fire.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's I would say its passion's like 60% skill, 30% time, 10%.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you don't have skill out the gate or anything, like even in this Discord, right? I've seen people like coming together to help boost people up and like hype them up and be like, yeah, go out there and do some stuff, go out there and create and whatnot. And we've had people who at the beginning may not have been too creatively minded themselves, be it writing or art. Help people have helped them kind of like find their, I guess, creative voice in a sense and go
Oh,
out
I
there and
mean,
do stuff.
yeah, yeah, no, specifically MLP got so many people started. Like there are big names across many fandoms. Like, hey, you ever heard of a little musician named the Living Tombstone?
Right?
I mean, that one popular song Discord you hear everywhere? Yeah, that's about ponies, guys.
Yep.
Like Tombstone, Black Griffin, Alex S. There are so many musicians that I see just floating that like I know where you started. You can't hide that from me.
Right.
Like uh Saber Spark, as much as he wants to hide it, I know his origins. I mean, he probably hates it, but I mean, I know where he got started.
I think I probably still have in my brain the
Wooden
lyrics to
Toaster, yeah, perfect.
20%.
I love them too.
I think I've got 20% cooler still like installed in my brain. And like if I started hearing the beat, I could probably belt out the whole song still.
I think I have that one in my phone. Okay, I found my old MP3 player from like 2014,
Hmm.
and I took off of it. I had a bunch of MLP music on it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to listen to this. I don't know if it'll be cringe or not. Like, I had to fight and kill the part of me that cringes. No, all the music still hits. Like, it's actually still really good.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it was good music. Like, albeit it was made for a fandom, it was still good music.
Was it the Japple app remix? There's a ton of 20% coolers.
Uh, it might have been. I'd have to go back and like actually take a look around because I just remember like a handful of like you mentioned the Discord one, and the funny thing is like there was a part of me that like cringed back at some of that stuff, and my brother would just randomly like belt out the lyrics and I'd be like, stop, wait, don't do that right now. But like nowadays, I definitely can look back more on that and be like, yeah, that was a good time. That was a good time.
Oh yeah. Um, Actually, the guy that got me into the show to begin with, he was friends personally with Yelling at Cats. He was a pony rapper at the time.
Really, I think it's hilarious how I've been seeing it more and more often, and like I'll hear from other people. It really is like a small world. You'll have like one person who's like, oh yeah, actually I think I talked to that guy before, and it's like some big player, and you're like, whoa, oh okay, and like of course because it makes sense, right? When you're in a community and everything, especially like a burgeoning one that's like starting to get its feet off the ground and everything. Yeah, you're probably gonna end up running into people that get like that pop off hard later on, you know?
Now, this might be refuted,
Mm.
and I still defend that it probably wasn't, but there's a chance it was. I had a commission at the time, early on, I think it was 2013, early on, and it was on DeviantArt. Now, the name was spelt the exact same, and he just wanted a pony Sona
Mm-hmm.
with a sword and a trench coat, and it was Uber Hexer Nova.
No shot.
I'm not kidding. And I think it came as a note. Now, if it was some guy pretending to be him and got that username first, then good on him. But if it was actually him for some reason, then hell yeah. I mean, I drew Uber's Pony Sona.
That would be fucking wild. Holy shit.
He has to come and talk to me personally to refute it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like make a call out video and be like, hey, we know you made the fucking pony show. I have your fucking artist right here. Motion off to the side. That's
I'm pretty sure it's
crazy.
within that 1,000 or so DeviantArt account.
I'll be honest. I wasn't expecting Nova to get mentioned on this fucking stream, but here we are.
I wasn't expecting the Wani stream to be mostly ponies, but I mean, cars needs a treat every once in a while.
Yeah, you know how it is. I mean, you said you've watched these spotlights. You know how we can fucking pivot on a dime. But yeah, I guess back to the art being shown on screen and everything.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask if you have the second one.
The Cynthia one or
Yes, the Cynthia.
okay, yep, I got it right here. There we go.
So perspective with sabers definitely sucks, but this would be our Griffith.
Yeah, all I know about Griffith is that Griffith did nothing wrong. Smile. And yeah, maybe don't like you, the Griffith.
If you've ever had a controlling ex, maybe I can definitely see how you're not a Griffith fan, but anyone that's a diehard Griffith fan, you need to run from,
Yeah. That
especially if they know the full story.
okay. So it's kind of like I guess to draw a comparison, it's kind of like the fucking Mia posters. If somebody is a hardcore Mia fan, you maybe should turn the other way, turn the cheek. Except this is probably heinous since it's from Berserk.
Yeah, just yeah. Even as a teenager, Griffith was worse than Mia.
Hmm. Griffith may be a rapist, but he does make a prosperous kingdom. Okay, I think I kind of understand where we're coming from here.
Let's just say that tree scene is a happy picture compared to what comes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
The
So
writer of Berserk might have had some problems, but rest in peace, my man, too.
yeah, yeah, big rest in peace. I mean, I feel like a lot of those writers that have, because there's a handful, right? That's like, oh, there was something a little bit off here. But it's, like artistic medium and whatnot, being able to work through like maybe some of the darker thoughts that you have.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a good medium, but Karos, that's really dark.
Oh my god. Okay. So how did Cynthia come to be Griffith here? Was it because I think I saw some people being like, "Oh, you should use this character as Griffith. Oh, you should use this character."
So if we're gonna use the fan kids, which I'm surprised that a fandom had a good consensus on the fan kids.
Hmm.
So not the really abstract ones, but everybody basically has one kid. Cynthia was just the one that was chosen to be Amber's antagonist. Now it took a while for us to figure out who Costco is going to be, which is Guts' love interest,
Hmm.
and pretty much a fridged damsel in distress for a lot of it. But she has her own character growth. I'm not sure if I should reveal here or, this is my call to action to have you follow the berserk tag on the Buru.
That's completely up to you.
Well, it was a 50-50 choice between Melissa, which is Naomi's kid,
Hmm.
because I see a lot of shipping between them. I mean, I'm not a shipper, so this is purely on consensus.
Right.
Or Jack, which is Nick's son.
Okay. See, I can't weigh in too heavily myself here because I haven't really. So as much as I'm like fucking in the Snoot and wanie community, most of like what I get from the community is usually what people are posting in like the fucking different chats and whatnot, right? I already got my hands full as is. I can't always like go out and like fucking keep up to date on everything. I rely on other people to give me that synopsis. So I know kind of like a decent bit about the kids at this point from just osmosis, and a little bit about Berserk through osmosis. But obviously, when it comes to crossing the two over, my brain just is going, huh, yeah, likey to art.
I mean, it is a good base to do a lot of crossovers with.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I completely agree with you. When I come into a new fandom that already has established lore, I mean, I was bugging people in the Discord. It's like, hey, can you tell me about this character? Where do they come from? What's the lore? What are they like? I don't have any information on them. Like, I had to go and watch your videos for the mods to understand who Judy was.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Puppet Pals is peak.
Oh yeah, we love Puppet Pals.
Come on, give the crowd the band.
The band. I
I made him do that for you guys.
the fucking oh man, when I did the when I did Puppet Pals, one thing that always sticks with me is that fucking death card. That shit was hilarious. I was cackling when that came up on screen, and obviously I had to use that in the thumbnail too when I was putting together like the different mods that we did on that stream and whatnot.
Oh yeah, and then I had to go and watch the Origins as well.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, given the wealth of information like and lore regarding like the community, like not just like the game itself, but the extended community, like you said, the fan kids and Puppet Pals and all that stuff. I know a couple people at this point have been like, "Hey, Humo, you should do like an iceberg video." And I'm like, uh, uh, I mean, maybe. And like the more that I keep being exposed to stuff, it's like, yeah, honestly, maybe having some of this cataloged for easy like step in point for people wouldn't be a bad idea. That way people kind of know what's going on in what different places and where they can look for more information and whatnot. But that would be a big undertaking for me because like I said, I'm not super privy. I'd have to go like put out like a bounty and be like, hey everybody, I need you to start contributing. Like open up a fucking text channel or something and have everybody contribute to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then you'd have to have someone go through and vet everything. I'd recommend if you're gonna do something like that, you got to get yourself a Spanish-speaking co-host Now you can go ahead and do dual language. Hit
Yeah.
both sides. You'll hit instantly 5,000 views in an hour.
Oh, fucking yeah, easily. Look, everybody already knows that my fucking Spanish is dog shit after having me read None in the Chamber for as long as I have. I got to Spanish 3 in high school and I never touched it again. So that's where I'm at.
They made me take Spanish 1 in high school, and then I took French in college because of where I live. I thought it'd be more useful. I can read it, I can say it. If you talk to me in it, I'm lost.
Just fucking dial up tones, right?
Yeah, because words in French could be anything. You drop off the last syllable, and some words sound the exact same.
So it's just like, wait, could you repeat that? Yeah, I mean,
Or just walk away.
yeah, I mean that's always an option. I think the one thing that we as humans have going for us is that we have hands and we can gesticulate. Like at the very least we can do that a little bit, and that helps get some points across, I think. But some people just like to, and this is always hilarious when someone's trying to speak to someone in a different language, and they just kind of say what they said but louder. Like
And slower. Yeah, the American classic. Just
yeah,
English, but slower and louder.
as if that's gonna do anything. It's like going up to somebody and be like, "Gungiga," and they're like, "Huh?" And you're like, "Gungainga." That means nothing to me. Still, you said it. I can understand that you said nothing to me, but that's still nothing to me.
It's funny because I think that's how cats treat us as well. If you've ever had a cat just yell at you from the corner of the room, then they get in your face and do it again. And
I
it's that meow. They stretch it out.
Yeah, I had a cat when I was younger, but I unfortunately don't have too many memories of them. I do want to get a meow meow myself though. Whenever I move out of this apartment, I'll probably end up getting one. Could use a little fur ball running around and everything.
Yeah, I got 3 cat snakes at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Commonly known as ferrets. They're
Oh.
little trips. I had 5, but my first 2 passed this year.
Mm. How is it having ferrets? I know that they can be kind of energetic.
As long as you get them on a good day. So you have to let them out every day, or else they get something called cage rage, and they take it out on you. They will bite you, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it will hurt.
Yeah, biting tends to do that.
They're obligate carnivores. They want blood. One of mine does. The other 2 are pretty old.
Mm. They've kind of mellowed out a little bit.
So there's a common. It's very common because literally ferret, its Latin name translate into stinky thief. That is its taxonomy. Not even joking. The ones I have don't steal anything. They will stash like toys, but
Mhm.
it's their own toys, and they just take them out of the way. Never had a problem with them. Now, as far as getting into places they shouldn't, they don't have bones. So if they can get their head through, like I have to get them out from behind the oven or the dryer. I had my biggest, his name is Chai. He escaped through the dryer vent outside, and
Jeez.
he was outside traumatizing himself for like 4 hours. We found him under a shed. It's funny. If he had gone forward, he would have gotten lost in the woods. If he had gone to the right, our neighbor has chickens with a big ass rooster that would have gotten him. He went the only safe direction.
Must have been like a little bit of a sixth sense in in that situation.
Oh no, ferrets are dumb as hell. I mean, I
Well.
love them, but they really don't have brain cells.
Oh boy, gotta love pets, right?
Oh yeah, it's something to put love into.
Well, to write the right course again here. Obviously with
This river just has so many offshoots, but we'll get back
yeah.
in the water.
Yeah, we just go over here for a little bit, admire the scenery, take a couple pictures, grab some berries or something, then we'll hop back on the boat and get this shit rocking. But given that we're still talking about kind of like crossovers and everything, tangential to that is the fact that obviously Wani and Snoot isn't the only thing like you've done art for, and it's not the only thing that you've shared in the Discord too. I believe there was some Dragon Ball related pictures. I'm not too sure what the source or like the origin of them are, but I know there was one right here. Let me pull it up. There we go.
Oh yes, that's some character work for a friend. There isn't really any fandom I won't draw for. You know, I might not know the reference material, but I can always look it up.
Mhm.
But there are three big fandoms that I do work for consistently, and it's MLP, Pokemon, and Animal Crossing.
Mhm.
Which the Animal Crossing one is weird because I don't play the game. I had a commission of an Isabelle, and now I've gotten a lot of requests for more Isabelle content.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I did see like one Isabel that you had shared in the Discord at one point when I was going through and scrubbing through.
Yeah, probably not one you can show on here.
Yeah, I that one I was like, maybe I'll let that
Yeah,
one sit
probably
there.
not. Yeah, probably not. Hey, anyone that's curious to see, check out Humo's Discord. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he has a link to it here somewhere.
If you're on the YouTube, yeah, it should be under the profile. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like more people pimp out my Discord than I pimp out my Discord, and I really should be a little more on the ball with that.
You just walk in and say, "Dad's home," give everybody a treat, and then go to bed.
Yeah,
We take care of ourselves.
yeah. That's one cool thing. The Discord really self moderates itself for the most part. Usually, people don't have to step in like with a fucking hammer.
Well,
Uh,
Uncle Jake has his shovel, and he stares at everybody with
yeah,
one,
that usually
eye
scares
open.
people
I
into
think we're
submission.
good.
Oh, hey, Jakey, what's up?
I think the glowies have disappeared.
I
They've
summoned him.
left me alone.
You really did.
What?
Invoked
We're
his
talking
I
fucking.
about me?
literally just said Jake with his shovel, and you popped in.
Yep.
Oh, badass.
Hey man, how so you think the glowers are gonna let you chill around for a little bit here?
God, I hope so. God, I hope so.
Did you happen to see the stream and see little Jakey there?
Yeah, I see that little freak. What's he doing there?
Little freak. He's just another part of
Yeah.
the parade.
Yeah, I know. Who let him out of the cage?
Points at Kev.
You keep Mini Me in a cage?
Yeah, in
He
a little
ke-
bird cage
he
above
keeps
my desk.
he keeps fucking Skinwalker Jake in the fucking shed outside.
Yeah, don't go in my shed. Haha, get that old joke?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I know
bringing
you
it,
do.
bringing it back to this image. Okay, I forgot. I definitely do a lot of Sonic work, but not nearly as much anymore because
Mhm.
I was a huge fan of the Archie comics. Anyone that hasn't read them, go read the Archie comics. It'll take you a week, but it's a good read. Then Ken Penders, the creator of a lot of the Echidnas and Knuckles, decided to ruin it. So look into him if you got free time.
I've heard a bit about Ken Penders.
He currently has a. They're not Echidnas anymore. It's their own space race. Please find the cover art for a Ken Penders work. It is horrific.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of his fucking cover art. It is uncanny shit.
Okay, I think I've got it here. Oh,
The old
why the
classic.
fuck did this just blow up so big? Wha-
Jump scare?
It was kind of a jump scare. Hold up, let me see if I can pull it. Let me see if I can get
Yeah.
this.
Okay, it's the Lara Sue Chronicles Beginnings.
Is this it? All right, Lara.
Yes, that one. That one specifically.
Yeah, this gives.
Brother.
So for context, when I clicked on it here, it blew up on the whole screen, and all I saw were like the very top of this. It was like they were staring at me when I fucking clicked on it. It was a little spoopy. But yeah, there we go. Yeah,
That's yeah, I've seen this art before. It's unpleasant.
this fills me with a certain emotion, and I don't like it.
If I'm not anyone that's read it and have seen the other people's designs of these characters, because most of them are actual characters, but he designed them, so he got to take them.
Mhm.
Fun fact: they had to genocide the Echidnas when Ken took his characters. Now they didn't say they unalived them, but they just put them into the next dimension.
Lovely.
The heaven
And
dimension.
when you don't have Knuckles anymore, it kind of does kill the story.
So can I ask who this dude is? This guy just up here, the top right.
I would fully believe that's his self-insert. I can't be sure.
Okay. Because I don't know. Out of everything, there's a lot going on here, but that just sticks out to me like a fucking lighthouse.
He's skinny maxing, clearly.
You know, lighthouses signal doom and danger.
And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like there's doom and danger if I were to open this up.
This is like an eldritch image, bro.
There's
like the
a
King of
deep
Yellow's
knowledge.
fucking mark.
there's definitely a vibe to that. This image brings me more joy, if I'm honest.
Sliquidator said genocide light.
When
This
you
image
want to,
brings a lot of people joy.
yeah. Well, obviously everybody likes the fucking bat.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
There is a background where she runs a cozy tavern. I mean, it was just something that character asked for.
Mm-hmm.
This is a friend of mine. You can find her on Fur Affinity and Twitch. Her name is Sheepfloof. She does gaming content, and she's working on her VTuber now.
Well, you heard him here. Go check out Sheepfloof.
Yeah, do that. Do that thing.
Do
She
that
is a
thing.
better artist than me
Sorry.
by a lot.
Oh, this is I don't know what it is about it. It very much tickles my brain. It might just be
It's
the
the hips.
colors.
Oh,
It's
dog.
the
Yeah,
hips.
you know why? It's yeah, no, it's because it's purple. If it wasn't another color, it would have not tickled his brain as much
Yeah,
as it
but
does.
I'm gonna be honest. My eyes weren't even going down here. I was like just looking at the blade and go, ooh.
Fun fact, I have animated that blade. It does have moving stars across it.
Oh, that's fucking badass.
I do love
That
designing
is
weapons, but
badass.
this one was just having fun with.
And then we've got this little guy here.
What is this beast?
Every new image just fills me with the smallest amount of dread.
Yeah.
Is this somebody's bearded lizard?
Okay, this is... Okay, I'm not entirely sure how many people know lolcows. This is Kolb's dragon, bearded dragon Puff, if he were to be resurrected, because he did pass, and learned magic. Now, why? I am an artist for a card game known as the Lolcow TCG. It is a trading card game purely based around lolcows and people that report on them.
All right then.
That's pretty fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you should check out our Chris Chans. I mean, he's very powerful.
If you send me that, I will pull it up on stream.
By the way, you can play it. You can, if you have Tabletop Simulator, you can get the first 2 expansions. Just lolcow, and you can go to their official Discord and you can find everything about it. We do weekly tournaments. We're still trying to get a bigger audience for it, but it's very hard to bring up in conversation. Hey, do you play trading cards? Are you terminally online? I mean, you know, here's a game for you.
Just gonna pull that up as like a fucking community night at this point. Just
Oh
be
my
like,
God.
hey guys, you ready to play the funny card game? Come on, hop in.
And it's a mixture between Magic and like Hearthstone. So instead of just mana and crystals, and you don't have islands or anything, it's tapes. So literally like tape decks. And once you have 10 tapes, you have maxed out mana. There's an entire video on how to play on the YouTube. You can go find that. Anyone that's interested, I mean, just tell them I sent you.
All right then. I mean, I've played Hearthstone. I haven't played Magic, but so I'm sure I'd be able to at least kind of figure things out.
TCGs are an enigma to me. I used to like pretend to play Magic the Gathering, and I used it to skip math class because my teacher would just let me sit in the office and play Magic the Gathering with somebody else in the class.
Badass.
So, Jam, if you're sold, there are physical prints. Like, we have done a ton of work, including rares, hollows, foils. He gives out, the creator, it's one guy that's really running the whole thing. He's put so much effort into it. You can get free giveaways, booster boxes, packs, super rare cards, serialized. We just got grading capabilities. So 2 of the largest grading companies now accept our cards.
That's fucking wild.
Badass.
That's really
game is
fucking
only-
insane.
Yeah, this game has only existed for a year and a half.
Holy
Wow.
shit. Okay.
Imagine fucking local TCG like big tournaments.
No joke. Okay, so the owner, he was huge into MetaZoo, and a lot of people that came into this came from MetaZoo, which was just a crack pipe version of TCG that was a money laundering scheme basically. Because this was during the pandemic,
Mm.
and everybody was trying to make money. I got a super rare collectible card and physical media in like the Magic way, but on hyper crack. Because Magic cards, the super valuable ones, are the super old cards. MetaZoo got popular and became valuable for no reason.
I think I vaguely recall hearing stuff about that.
I know I'm just like lore dumping a bunch of stuff, so anyone that's confused, I do not blame you.
I mean, I'm confused, but I just got here. I have an excuse.
I'm just nodding along because this isn't ringing any bells for me, but I'm absolutely just enamored with what is being discussed right now.
Yeah, you're gonna hop on the local TCG train right after this stream.
Bro, I said I'm gonna fucking you know what, the community thing tonight, lockout TCG.
I don't know about that one, but
Man, if I showed up with like 15 people, they might have like an actual parade for me.
I'm definitely gonna be looking at it at the very least after everything.
yeah, it's definitely interesting.
I got more art here too, obviously.
Just purely from a developer standpoint, because
Oh, no, I've been
I
talking with Tuffy, the guy that created it.
yes.
Oh.
Okay, so that's not just me. Got it.
If you're talking right now, we can't hear. Or maybe.
Oh no, sorry, I was responding to something.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is some D&D work actually. I do a lot of D&D characters, and because I don't I don't do backgrounds, I really should learn how to. This guy exists in the meat universe, or what's the meatscape? So the only things he can use are bones, sinew, and flesh. Now, when someone gives me that prompt, I go hard into it. His sword is made of coral. That is technically a bone. And I did a little character portrait. He's a cannibal. So I
Yummers.
really like drawing armored dudes because I used to make armor and swords and do sword fighting. Like, there's a chivalry group you could do in college where you actually go beat each other up in the park with weapons.
Hema.
Do it if you're in college. Do it. They need more people.
Oh, I want to do Hema so bad.
That sounds pretty bad. Like the most or the closest I would have even got to that is just like doing archery and shit. But like even then, that's not quite the same.
I did
No, I
archery
mean-
once, and I skinned the top of my wrist off.
How'd you? Yeah, you know what? No, I do know how you would do that.
I got my longbow right here next to me, and I had it for that group, but any ranged in a melee focused group is hacks, so we couldn't use them. You know, it's unfair, but it's rules.
Yeah, is what it is, right?
I mean, the Chinese broke that completely open with mounted horseback archers.
Motherfuckers needed to be nerfed.
Motherfucking Mongolians out here and shit. Speaking of archers.
Yeah, speaking of
Now,
archers.
this is the same party. This is also only bone and hair. So she focuses on archery. Her bow is made of spine. The arrow shaft is a bone, sharpened, and everything else is woven hair. And I was just playing around with some light. I didn't actually have a background for this, so
That shit must be itchy.
I imagine you get used to it.
Yeah, when you're wearing something often enough, I would figure that'd be the case.
Looking at D&D art just makes me want to play Pathfinder again.
Oh, we've got the tabletop we were gonna do with some of the boys at some point, so maybe you'll be able to scratch that itch.
True.
This was a guy's Hero Forge character that he wanted, to scale. So I just redrew it for him.
Yeah, that looks pretty Hero Forgy.
Yeah, and see, a lot of my art, I got my degree in fine arts, so my BFA is mostly going to be realism and painting, and a lot of graphite art. So more if you can see it, realism and whatnot. I only started the furry and animated and toon stuff right after school. I'm still learning it. The learning curve is insane.
I bet.
Yeah, it would.
I just make silly little black and white drawings.
And we love them.
And all I do is fucking go to like a fucking image program and slap stuff together and call it a day. Looks
And
at the
we love
Wani
them too.
Tarkov.
Someone get this man out of Tarkov. He can't do it alone.
They're actively bringing me deeper in because they're agreeing to play with me. I think even Will was like, you know, how much is Tarkov? And I'm like, oh no.
I'm still waiting for it to just slap down in front of me one day.
Just like
It just points at me and goes, "You get in!"
And then you just start fucking poor maxing in the fucking game.
Absolutely.
And now that Jake's here,
Hey.
we can show some
Hey,
Jake
oh,
stuff.
Uh-oh.
So I made a commitment that anytime we do a chapter of Punch Drunk Gator, if you haven't read it, you better catch up through the streams Humo's done. Hey, look at all this advertising I'm doing for you, bud.
Yeah, you really pimping me out.
So something nobody pointed out to me is I forgot Ferris's tail.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. Does he even have one? Does this sprite have one?
Yes.
I have to look now.
You see, the thing is, you always get front-facing Ferris. Well, not front-facing Ferris, but you're always looking at him from, like, basically the front. So, like, I honestly would not clock that he had a tail at all.
But yeah, a D and Ferris Dap is definitely going to like reverberate the cosmos.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when they were doing it at the fucking the barbecue or whatever, I'm sure everybody felt that in their goddamn bones.
I was in the middle of work when y'all were reading this, and I was doubled over. I was laughing so hard because I forgot from the game he comes in with a chain, and it's like that's ridiculous. But you know you can have some fun with it. Ferris comes in speaking and Humo's voice for him. I was crying. Oh, it was great.
Yeah,
Now,
that was pretty fun.
If
Ferris, dog.
If PDG
Oh my
has
God, he
him
does have a
break
tail.
it down and just spit mad bars,
Man, if Jake puts that in and I have to fucking rap in Ferris voice, I'm gonna fucking die.
Well, I wasn't
please
thinking
make him
about
steal
it.
the mic. Please make him steal the mic.
Yo, my dogs, what's up?
Oh no, he
St.
does the
Herman High School,
he does the
get ready to
Christian rap.
Bust it down. Oh my God! That's why Raptor. Jesus is my. Ferris, no!
Here's my trigger.
Oh my God, you would get tired.
Jesus.
immediately.
Oh God, Raptor Jesus is my trigger.
Jeez.
Oh, fuck! I have to do that. No, I can't do this. Oh, this piece is one of my fucking favorites.
So, the last chapters read were the. Go listen to it if you don't know what I'm talking about. I had just done an Eatican piece, so I was just saying I wasn't going to do anything for that one because I had just done Eatican.
Mhm.
This is the previous one. This is chapter 13. We get some drama, and I love drama moody pieces. So this is a little bit more severe than what's going on in the story, but I hope it sets the mood.
This is actually chapter 14.
Oh, my bad.
Jake coming in with the fucking
Live
nerd
corrections.
emoji.
I literally have it titled 13 PDG.
Yeah.
It's fine though.
You know, when I look at this, it like I don't know if anybody else kind of like gets like the feel of it, but I kind of think of like the virtue check from Darkest Dungeon,
Yeah.
just like the
I get
fucking
that.
shading on it.
Oh, I love Darkest Dungeon. I wish I had that dude narrating my life and every bad decision.
I don't know. I feel like if he started narrating my life, it would be because I'm about to go through some real shit. You know,
I mean, for real though.
like maybe if I'm already going through the trenches, I'm down with it. But if it would be like a fucking a health bar appearing above my head, and I'm like, huh? Why is that there?
What's your light level at, Humo?
Fucking 20.
Hey, you get better loot in the dark, man.
I'm
No
just
matter
gonna
what Wayne tells you, just keep going.
just snuff that torch. It'll be fine. Trust me.
I still have to get Darkest Dungeon 2.
Yeah, same.
Me too. You know, I know you said you weren't going to draw anything with adding it, but there's always Chapter 16, but that one didn't really have any high-stakes drama moments.
Well, I mean, I would really just be redrawing the that one literally is
No,
just the Anakin with an
the one
axe.
after that. Because he read, wait, did he, I don't remember, which 2 chapters did you read last? Was it 15 and 16, or was it 14 and 15?
It was 15 and 16.
It was 15
because
and 16.
the next one's the
Okay.
big sad.
Yeah, don't say anything. Shh, shh. You know.
Me
Oh yeah,
already having
spoilers
played
for
fucking
everybody in this
Wani.
Wani community.
Yeah, no. It's really not that hard to fucking clock what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like Anakin being like, Dorian, I'm gonna fucking die soon, but don't worry about it. Hand on shoulder, and he's like, okay.
I guess I'll trust you, boss.
Boss is about to
Yeah.
be in the grave.
Yeah, we're about to get real sad, but it's fine. We've got none in the chamber to read first, so we
Yeah,
have time to prepare.
more Spanglish.
More Spanglish for you.
Yay.
Yeah, chapter 16 doesn't really have any like fun moments. I don't think that needs to be drawn. Unless you
Yeah,
want to
but,
draw
I mean, that's
B
okay.
like slapping the table and going, "Hey, shut the fuck up."
Here's
You know,
one
you
that
could just have him leaning back with the cigarette. You know, or just giving a cigarette to
Oh yes,
Dorian.
I remember this one.
this one brings me joy.
So, this was just drawn because of a discussion within the Discord. Anyone that played E3, do you think Ben was just kind of the worst out of every other ending?
I wanted to pummel that blue twink with my fists, not any other way.
Get his ass whooped real hard.
Now,
Wait,
it just tickles
pause?
me because I do imagine that Mia is like working him out. Take that how you want. So he's kind of toned, but he just doesn't fight.
Yeah, he's got like a little bit of a sleeper build going there.
Oh yeah, and this is when he comes to the pains, and like, even if Inko's not that guy, you come to basically my girlfriend's house to openly berate her because she's grieving. You're getting punched in the snoot.
Absolutely.
I still am picturing how Dorian would go about this in my head. It would not just end with a single punch.
It depends on if Lanny's paying you or not.
I guess. Yeah, no, if Lanny is paying me, then, you know what? I'm going to leave it right there. If Lanny is paying me, it would go differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Oh, so
you know.
PDG is going to be a 3.5 ending, huh?
Well, no, that's its own separate universe.
Good old one shots.
This one's gonna be a 2-shot, right? Because this is a follow-up to the other one.
And apparently a trilogy now.
Wait, what?
Well, all right. Christmas special is all I'll say.
Okay. Inko noted. I got it.
Lord have mercy.
Now we got the outfit swap with Damien and Liz.
I am sad that this is my most popular piece on Twitter. I mean, I like the attention, sure, but out of everything I've put, this is the most popular.
They wanted
And-
to see Damien in a dress. Or a skirt, rather.
Well, actually, there were like some calling him gay, and I'm like, don't be mean. He's a kind enough guy. He'd put on a skirt for Liz easily.
I mean, it kind of looks like he's wearing a kilt, honestly.
Yeah, no, because I mean the what leggings go all the way up.
Yeah.
But no, I got a comment, and I mean I've waited a little bit too long, but I'm supposed to do Ben and Mia now. But if you've seen the Ben art, they just put him in the most feminine clothing they can find from the series, like Naomi's dress.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure mine's going to be a letdown compared to those.
Fuck 'em.
Well, they just want him to be like a fucking twink in a dress, and like that's obviously not what you're gonna get if you fucking outfit swap him.
Oh, because the size difference, at least from the sprites, I'm gonna turn Mia's or Ben's clothes on Mia into basically like capris and a crop top.
Uh-oh.
I want it to just be baggy as hell on fucking Ben. I want him to look like a
Oh, for
kid
sure.
wearing his parents' clothes or something.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
And I didn't know what to do with his hand, so I just kind of put it there just there's no real reason. But there was a conspiracy on Twitter. It's like, oh yeah, he's pointing out that he actually has balls. Like, guys, don't be freaky. Come on.
Boss. You know, talking about that clothes swap shit makes me think about role swap stuff too. You know how there's art of like where Ben is the fucking like huge bully and Mia is the meek nerd or whatever.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
shit's
yeah.
always fun to me.
Now, the only significant thing about this, I think this is my 4th time drawing any Wani stuff.
So this was pretty early on.
Yeah, this was very early. It took an entire sketch page of trying to get Liz's face because I didn't want to stick with the, 3/4 turn or the sideways. So I tried to do head on or front facing.
Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
Well, I mean, you think about it, the only other instance I can think of front-facing Liz was from the fucking little gator mod, so this is more pleasant than that one, I would say.
Forgot that existed.
Yeah.
It was also the start of my PFP crusade.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that one up.
I remember Face using this for a while.
So we've got this one here as one of them.
Oh, yeah, we got illusions.
You still haven't gotten me yet. I'm a bonfire loyalist.
And then let's see here. We have the one that Cocainer uses. I don't remember if specifically he's just using the headshot from this or if there was another one, but at the very least, I believe this was kind of creating like a character with him, correct?
He actually has a character that's just icons. He wanted a full body, so we worked together and made this. He's currently still using the headshot, or just the head from this, but he has a lot more headshot art of his character. Believe his short name is Cocaine.
Yeah,
Yep.
Cokane. I've seen. Yeah, I like his design. It's really, really badass.
When I had downloaded this file, it was just titled Cocaine, so I added the R at the end just so that way I don't have to explain why there's a file named Cocaine on my computer.
My FBI agent has started asking more questions.
He has suddenly shot up in activity, surprisingly.
Digital cocaine.
Digital cocaine.
Yummers.
And then obviously we've got this one, not in the GIF format, but using this as the profile picture on Discord.
Yeah.
Should use the GIF version.
By the way, motorbikes suck to draw. Like, oh man, I don't know why I decided to put you on a bike. It was on the shill. Like, it was part of the reference. So I mean, I tried.
Yeah, that was I remember when I was talking to Jeremy about it, because he's the one who did like the initial artwork and stuff when I was talking about it. Because I mean, I think I've mentioned this before. Initially, I was planning on making like a fucking VTuber model off of this shit. But I'm a lazy asshole and 3D modeling is hard, so that never happened. But
You could make him 2.5D.
yeah,
You could talk to Vise about it. You got a lot of money just sitting around.
I absolutely could. Fucking it might be something to look into, especially given that would give me a reason to go throw money at fucking artists, as I should.
I mean, also because you're male presenting, the jiggle physics that cost an extra $1,000 you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, I could funnel the jiggle physics into coat or jacket physics, and that would be badass.
Oh, funnel me. Make one of me too. Lol, Lamau, just kidding.
What did you say?
What?
He wants his jiggles to physic.
What? Y'all are misconstruing my words, and I don't appreciate it.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I heard you say make moan of me, and I was like, what the fuck does that
I
mean?
said make one of me too.
Oh, well, there you go. Hey, look, Freak Parade comes out at random times. How am I supposed to know when you're being freaky and when you're being chill?
He was out and about yesterday. He ate his fill and then left.
I don't know about that. I feel like he comes out at like a moment's notice.
See, SWAT Cat, I was actually asking him last night because someone else brought it up. When is Humo going to have his Wani OC? You know, when are we going to make him scaly? He doesn't know. He hasn't picked out a species yet.
Yeah, there's just a lot of fucking dinos, and that was not my fixation, unfortunately. So I don't know what else. Like fucking, I don't know. Like the Theory sounds cool, I guess, but like I would have to like go spin a fucking. You already have that one?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've already been drawn as if there isn't a source. Sorry.
Wait, when?
Oh, dude. Just a dude did one.
Oh, okay. I don't remember seeing that.
The claws aren't quite as long.
You want them to be
They
like
exist.
fucking like sabers?
I need sickles.
Oh,
I need
okay.
sickle fingers.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah,
it exists.
so when it came to like the fucking the reference material and everything for that, obviously if I'm gonna have like a biker centric character, you know, you gotta have a bike for it. And I know some people have their taste in bikes. I like these types of bikes. I think they're cool as shit.
You like crotch rockets, huh?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh,
If I was gonna
yeah, they're
have a
cool.
bike, I would own one of these.
They're cool.
Yeah.
They're just a pain in the ass to draw. I mean,
Yeah.
the next loading screen you get has to be like an Akira, you driving at night with the just the road going by and all
Oh,
the
man.
street lamps.
Absolutely. That's what I've like thought about, and like I need to pay someone to do that. Because like one of the things too is like I'm always like, man, I kind of want to try to do that myself, but like I just need to accept that like brother, it ain't gonna happen. I do not have the time to commit to that, so I need to just go. Hey, money on table. Here you go. Slides it
The
over.
new starting soon screen kicks ass though.
Yeah, no,
Oh
it's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
great.
No, it's very clean. Got to give Vi's props for that one.
Motherfucking
are
drags it
king.
over there for me for free, and I'm like, brother, thank you a
And he
bunch.
puts me in it.
Yeah, he puts you in the background there, cause like I mean you're like you're part of the fucking lore. You're the co-host, so like
I am lore pilled. I am so lore headed. I'm kind of
Mm.
fucked up right now. The glowy's got me lacking.
yeah.
I feel like I sound off for some reason.
I mean you sound fine to me.
Oh,
I
and
don't
SWAT
feel
Cats.
fine.
His pistol is actually he has it on his he has a ankle holster. It's a little bit dark to see, but he could zoom in,
Yep.
and it is there.
Right there.
You would have an ankle holster.
If you're gonna have a gun on a bike, you might want to keep it, not in your jacket. So underarm, across the chest, or on your thigh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a shoulder holster kind of guy.
I
Yeah.
too used to wear. I'm not going with that.
Yeah, if I had like cause I've like looked into like holster setups and everything, I'd probably have like a shoulder holster if I had like a big old jacket on.
I mean, I live in Texas, so I could open carry that shit and get away with it. But
Yeah, but like
considering I wear like the kind of shirts that I wear, I could get away with wearing shoulder holsters under that shit, Max Payne style. So
See, if I have a reason to go to Texas, which I mean, I have family out there, but I want to open carry the swords I've made. I have a Zweihander, which I've made a leather sheath for that is
you're
back
gonna
mounted.
get weird looks.
badass.
But do you know how badass it is to walk around with a sword that's as tall as you that you
Some
made?
nosy grandma is gonna fucking call the police on you.
And then you chop the police in half.
Oh.
I am the storm that is approaching.
You deny your blade its purpose.
9mm. Go!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Casting a spell.
non-magic ballistic missile.
I cast 9mm Parabellum.
Jeez. Yeah. I like this though. This is really nice.
Use the gift version, coward.
Fucking okay, I'll update it later. Get off my dick.
Hey, Jake, SWATcast has a question for you.
Yes. Do I like Miami Vice? I guess so. It fits my aesthetic, doesn't it? Or Texas Vice, I guess.
Alright. Now, okay, so I saw this in the fridge, right? And I just got. So, did you make this, Kev?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I don't remember who asked for it, but someone can find the actual photo because this is just the Chet or Chad shark. It's a real photo. I just
Mhm.
turned him into
I
Shark
remember
dude.
when this was made and it made me so happy.
Yeah, I know the source. I just couldn't remember if, like, specifically you had made this one or not. Because I know I see it get, like, fucking used every now and again. Usually by Artiv.
I was gonna say Artiv is the one that will just use it, and every time I'll scroll up and see that as a response to something, it just makes me laugh. I even have
It's really
a
good.
PNG layer to see what he's looking at.
Oh, yeah, I saw that along with it, too.
Oh, the Binox.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. I took it from Tarkov actually, but I just changed it to the shape of his glasses.
Fucking, I think I saw, like, a version of that with, like, it might have been Gator ass.
Yeah, no, and most people use it for censored NSFW.
Yeah, that I mean it makes sense when you get when you got something that naturally like blocks out a certain point. People are gonna use it for that. People are gonna use it for that.
What's
Um,
bad is this is like one of the 15 Chet pictures there are.
yeah, there's not a
Oh, it's on the
lot.
Buru, isn't it?
Is it on the Buru?
I I swear to God, I've seen it before. Hold on, let me go look.
That means someone posted it somewhere in public.
They might have.
This okay, so I was very surprised that no one had done any MCR with Fang. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just doodle something out. Then I fell asleep in the middle of it, so I just threw it together. It's like, okay, I'll be first, whatever. I want to go back and redo this with the whole worm drama band, but dressed in the Welcome to the Black Parade outfits.
It's on the Buru.
That'd be badass. Yeah, there's
Oh my
a.
God, Art of No.
Well, Artiv's putting it on the Buru now. I mean, they'll love it. Trust me.
Oh, absolutely. No surprise
Over
there.
under on positive versus negative.
I mean, I'm keenly familiar with. You know, despite being named Jake Parade, I've never had any like parade theme about me. I considered briefly drawing myself in like parade conductors outfits before, but I just never did.
I mean, like at this point, you could do like a little parade with all the mini Jakes you've collected over
No
over time.
fucking shit. I have the whole fucking list. It would be a disgusting, wretched parade, but it would exist.
Dude, everybody would fucking cheer. All right.
I'd have to have like 3 of them on like chains with collars.
You know, speaking of Jake, though, we also got this.
Oh, is it what I think it is?
Oh yes, the doodle sessions. Okay, so for people that don't know, sometimes I'll get bored and I'll hop into a VC and just draw whatever they're talking about or have them ask. These were the finished pieces. Nothing here took longer than 10 minutes, so that's why they're all sketchy.
I mean, your sketchy art fucking rocks. So
Yeah,
sometimes I like sketchy pieces better than finished pieces.
yeah, I could fuck with
There's
that.
something about it because the lines are blurry and your head just chooses, oh, this is the best line that makes sense. That's why if you've ever taken like a sketch and you go and ink it and you turn off the sketch, it looks terrible. Like, I found a way around that, but it requires like more steps.
Yeah, that's why I just keep my shit simple.
I like this little guy right here,
Yes, the Lanny Humo.
the Lanny Humo.
V8, there's actually a Doom mod that is Noah's Ark that is pretty much that.
Alright,
Doom mod. I'm not sure what I just said. It's a Doom mod.
And then we've got Twilight Judy.
This is one of my fucking favorite pieces.
I really want to paint this one. When it comes to painting, I need a day off because it's going to take about 8 hours.
Mhm.
So there won't be any line work, but it'll be the Twilight Town, pretty much permanent golden hour with Judy sitting on the side. I'm not sure if I want to add 2 more characters because I want there to be, the Shion and Axel, because obviously Judy would be the Roxas.
I mean, Schizo and Heather. If you do that.
Yeah, those would be like the 2 easy ones to add, right?
I am quite a big Kingdom Hearts fan, and I'm waiting for 4. I'm waiting for Missing Link first, but so far, Kingdom Hearts fans haven't been eaten very well.
If you wanted to do the really like the crack pairing, you could put Dorian in there because Bloodstained Blizzard.
Yep, shout out.
Just Jake slowly taking business cards and sliding himself in everywhere. Like, yeah,
Well,
just
look, it
little bit of
started as a
me.
thing, and then I got to do it now. So
Brother be out here networking and shit.
What do you mean networking?
Doodle dear, I'm not actually on Snoot. I don't have an account or anything, and nobody's like put my art into a single category. These are just individual pieces. You'll have to find it based on the character.
Lasseter are out there hating as usual.
Okay, this. Um, who made me read Jam? Jam made me read Bonds, and it was really good. I liked it.
Mm.
Now, towards the end of the fic on AO3, there is a song, and it's fully written and even performed by Kylanon on the main Snoot Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I made a cover. My voice isn't the best, so it's just using voice mod, pitch shifting, and Adobe Audition to just whisper sing it. And this is the cover art I made. And I'm not sure if I should like fully make a version of it, but a lot of people seem to like the sketchy single color version.
Yeah, I mean, like it's very simple, right? And I don't know. I feel like that. Like people like really complex pieces, but they also like really simple pieces. There's something about it that just really tickles the brain. So I can completely understand that.
If this one was finished, it would be very dimly lit, so it's supposed to feel really private.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, without too much spoilers, this is basically Anon overhearing from like behind the curtain, like just not supposed to be there.
Right. I haven't read Bonds myself yet, so.
Jam, I am working on it. Trust me, it will be finished. That doesn't date this at all.
Okay. Well, we've gone through quite a bit of like the actual content. We've showed off like a lot of different pictures that are in the Discord and whatnot. So
Yeah, this is the best like portfolio review for me I've ever had.
I mean, like I was scrubbing the Discord. I was like, okay, I need to get like I want to, because in the past, like I've what was it, the fucking Mimi project, when we were doing that one, I realized midway through I was like, huh, I probably should have like aggregated some art for this so that way I could have it ready to go. So I've been trying to learn from my past experiences. So I made sure to compile as much as I could here so that way we could go over it.
Here, I'll post something in the Discord right here for you to show if you want to. This
boy.
is one of my most finished pieces. This took 15 hours. This
Holy
is
shit.
also this is a reveal. So, I mean, take that with what you want. It is a TCG card.
All right.
If anyone is familiar with Cyrax, the internet personality, versus like, lolcow.
Oh yeah, I know who that is. Gangly looking motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick, where did you post it?
Recording room.
Recording room. Got it. And pull it over here. Shrink it down a little bit. There we go. All right.
Yep, so this is just a piece. So one of the earliest creators of the TCG, her name is Becky. This is her OC. She is basically femme Darth Vader in a skirt, and she makes puppets. You can actually find her YouTube channel. I don't have it on hand, but if you join the local TCG, you can find her contact there. She's made some insane puppets, and they're all really cool.
Okay. A puppet
fun.
pal, perhaps. That's pretty badass. What did you say?
I said, shut the hell up.
Why do I have to shut the hell up? Why when I do something it's bad, but when you do something it's good?
What are you talking about? I
Fuck
never
you.
say words.
Yeah, you do.
Nuh-uh.
Anyways, yeah, this is pretty fucking good. I know you say you don't typically do stuff with the backgrounds, but this looks pretty nice.
Yeah, that took a lot of like where I got the design was I took a bowling ball, just a picture of a bowling ball because it's the resin pores,
Uh-huh.
blew it up and then painted on top of it.
Okay. You know, I can kind of see that now when you point that out.
Oh, everybody that's ever seen a bowling ball has seen this color design for sure. I can almost promise it.
Okay. And you said that one took 15 hours?
And this one took 15 hours.
Whoa.
Woofy. That's a long time.
More time than I spent on fucking streaming, I'll tell you what.
I have one more piece that I'd be willing to share if you don't have more.
Yeah. Go for it.
I just have to find it. If anyone is a fan of Elden Ring,
Ooh,
That
would
yeah.
that would be most of us, I think.
And if anyone is a fan of Hell of a Boss,
Oh, maybe less so.
Yeah, I like Hell of a Boss.
It's okay.
I like it better than Has Been. Let's fucking say that much.
it was just a crack pairing. I mean, his
Okay.
character.
A crack pairing. Oh my god, we love those.
So what's the notable assassin from Elden Ring? The Black Knives. Now imagine you give Luna a black knife. Black knife Luna.
I bet some people are into this.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a ton of people that are just into Luna default, so.
Oh my god, Dragon immediately would.
Yeah.
Would.
Twice in chat.
Wait, so would be killed by or what?
Yes. Both.
Right.
All.
Clearly, we need to like crack ship this between Blythe and Blackblade Luna.
Man, I like the Black Knife. That's because, like, when I was doing my playthrough, I was using, like, Black Knife Tish near the end game as my little summon.
She's the most busted summon besides the Mimic tier.
Yeah. Would you believe me if I told you I didn't get the Mimic tier all game?
How?
I don't know. I just never got it. And I was like, everybody was like,
Required
Mimic
fight,
tiers.
isn't it?
No, you don't get the. I think the fucking summon itself is like somewhere else in that area that I just didn't go to, and I missed it.
I'm
Idiot,
fairly
what
sure.
happened?
I'm fairly
Mimic
sure the
tier.
Mimic comes out, turns into you, and you fight him.
You fight
then as
him,
soon as-
yes, but I think
as
you
soon
get
as
like
you-
the headgear from him.
Oh yeah, where do you get the actual Mimic tier from? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I might be misremembering.
I don't think you don't get it from fighting it. That's for sure.
Yeah, hold up. Let me take a look here. Elden
Oh, is it behind the Stone Sword Key?
It might be. I think it is. Yeah.
Mimic tier ashes. Let's see here. Where to find? Found in a chest locked behind an imp statue door in the night sacred ground. Yeah, that'd have been why.
Yep.
I just
Okay.
missed it entirely. So like, everybody's like, "Yo, Mimic tier is fucking busted," and I'm sitting here and I'm like,
Where'd that
you
at?
don't even need that shit. Just use this bitch."
Using Mimic tier also has a side effect where if you use it against a boss, they get a 30% health buff.
Oh yeah, because it counts as like another player, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a full on other player, and it's not a big enough buff. Like I didn't use Mimic tier for like any fights except for like one, and it was the guy that uses 2 summons and has that thunder leg.
Oh,
Screw
fuck
that
that.
guy,
Oh, yeah.
dude. His arena is such BS. He is the Capra Demon all over again.
Oh.
I don't remember struggling with him too much.
Well,
It's the
Lonnie,
fact that
fucking,
if you don't have lightning defense, he can literally one tap you.
Yeah, I could. I know he like fucks. I don't remember
And the
too
weapon
much
he
about
drops
that.
is ass.
Oh yeah. That's the thing about like a lot of like late game stuff is like usually by that point it has to be fucking stellar. Otherwise you're just like, well, why would I use this? I already have my fuck stick right here.
I mean, I was the kind of guy who would just like pick up a weapon and I'm like, I like this. I'll use this for a little while, even if I have like objectively better weapons.
Yes.
Because I like how something looks.
Sorry, use the greatsword all game. Too good.
I mean, I'm not one to talk. I use dual like fucking blood lord sword and straight swords, so whatever. What? I beat the game with that shit.
Nah, my Elden Ring build, the very first Reaper that I killed dropped the Graveyard Scythe. I ran that all the way to 25, all the way to the end. Like, I'd never used a katana.
Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty bad. Speaking of Sarge just hopped on Elden Ring.
I I farmed for a second one and never got it.
Rough. Yeah, I don't.
I dropped one more image in. To anyone that wants a Wani OC, I will help you with that. I can make them.
Fucking, we got Lone's profile picture
Oh,
here.
true. Yeah. I mean, I've already got like several one AOCs. I don't need help making them.
Looks at the unwritten fic that I have sitting in the corner. Herm.
There you go.
I have been
Beautiful.
trying to draw furs for years, and I think I'm gonna shift to scales because my god, these are so much easier to draw. I can't. Just something about furs is so hard. I'll still do it, but I think for being the first Dino original that I've drawn, didn't come out too bad.
It looks fucking great.
Yeah. I mean, it contributed to the profile crusade, didn't it? So
I almost
Yeah,
want to see. I want to see what Zara looks like in your style. I bet she would fucking look so good.
you'll just have to shoot me over a reference.
Will do.
There you go. That fucking easy, huh?
Yeah, guess so. More
Every
artful
new work
inbounds.
that comes out just makes jam a little bit matter.
He starts looking at the fucking list. And he's like,
Filippo or Flip Possum, um, Flip. I have played Infamous. I do know Cole, but I have not drawn him. But it wouldn't be too hard if I need to, or
He's
you'd like me to.
brother is bald, so
Oh yes, very much so.
real
Plus, I
skinny
mean, he
hours.
was in PlayStation All Stars, so got some more use out of him.
True. Yeah, I forgot that game existed.
I love the theme song, and I'm a diehard Ratchet and Clank fan. Always have been. That's my gaming series of choice.
You know, that makes sense.
I don't know if that's insulting or not.
It's not. It's just an observation.
No, I'm just joking with you. But out of the big three, Jack and Daxter's a close second. I love Sly Cooper, but the games fell off hard. Ratchet and Clank stayed quality if you ignore the handhelds, or even size matters, which got a PS5 release, and I don't know why.
you know, I think the most exposure I had to Ratchet and Clank was like from a fucking demo disc.
To anyone that is also a Ratchet and Clank fan, Going Commando or Two, I don't remember what the PAL name of it is the best one.
We heard it here first, folks. That's the best one, objectively. All right.
I don't think I've
I'm
ever
just
played a Ratchet and
engaging
Clank
with the
game.
chat. I mean, I don't get to do this often.
Oh yeah. Look, as the stream war TM, I can say that engaging with chat is good fun. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But now that we've gotten through like a lot of like your art pieces here, I think it might be time to talk just a bit about like process and whatnot. And I got one here, which might help to frame the conversation a little bit. So I guess the first thing to ask is like what sorts of programs do you use when you're doing your art?
All right, I actually do. So whenever I am, sorry about that.
Okay.
I have a push to talk and buttons for just spamming.
Yep.
Okay,
You're good.
so when I am drawing, the way I do sketches, I use CSP or Clip Studio Paint. I
Mhm.
bought I bought version 0.3 for that little Jake there. Not even joking. I spent $25 for Jake last night. So I have the
Badass.
most updated version, and it only adds three things. I feel so $25 for that. I use Photoshop. I use GIMP if I'm going to do any animating, and I have Adobe Suite. So there's a lot of stuff for there. Now my process, which this does highlight very well. So when I do my sketching, and this is coming from some experience with drafting, is I do it in layers. So I'll have basically you start with the face because that's going to be your measuring stick for everything, and then you build outward. Every color is going to be a different asset. So the sword, the hair, the face, the coat, the tail, all different things.
Mhm.
The reference images that I'll find, which the Buru is awesome because everybody's got different styles and angles. It makes it so much easier. My number one source for references has been Pinterest. Someone introduced me to Pinterest for references, and I will not go back because it is the best place to find references. If Pinterest does not have what I'm looking for, and any other artists that use or draw digitally, or even if you don't draw digitally but have a computer, it is called Design Doll. It is a posing program that is free. You can have as many models as you want. You can customize the forms as well as you want. I will send Humo a screenshot of what you can do.
Mhm. So while you're doing that, I want to ask real quick. What about Pinterest makes it such a good tool for having reference material?
Pinterest is kind of like a sifting pit where as long as it's posted on the internet and it has meta tags, people can post it on their boards there.
Hmm.
So if you look up hand reference drawing, you will get everyone's hand reference drawing photos. So thousands of images.
Got
And
it.
it's very easy to sort through what you need and what you don't. And even something super niche is going to be there.
Got it. So it's like just a really well documented archive type deal.
Oh, yes. And I mean, I don't personally use Pinterest. I just have an account so I can scroll through other people's boards.
Gotcha. And this on the screen right now, I'm assuming is the design doll stuff, correct?
Yes, this is designed all.
Okay, so it's basically just a little bit of like a 3D I guess play space, or I don't know what specifically you'd call it, like just a modeling type thing.
V8 told me the name of the doll is like a Layman's doll.
Hmm.
The wooden poser guys.
Yeah.
This one just happens to have toes and hands, and you can customize the face, you can customize the bust, you can make them taller, shorter, all of those.
Okay, so it's just like a really nice way to be able to get a nice perspective on something in 3D space. Then.
Yes, that's why I said it's very useful for anyone that draws. I have 7 years of like gesturing under my belt, so if I want to knock out just a very basic front-facing pose, I can do it in a couple seconds. But
Right.
if I want a dynamic angle, I will put it in here and then move the camera around because you have full 3D space.
Okay. And
In
I
case
assume
y'all
that would
wonder
help with
how I get stuff done so fast.
right, and I would assume that helps a lot with like dynamic shots and whatnot as well.
Oh yeah, anyone that has trouble with forced perspective or foreshortening, this will help you.
Okay.
Mm.
And you touched on it a little bit when we were talking earlier, but turnaround times and how long you work on a piece. Would you say there's like kind of like an average for like when you're actually trying to make like a full piece, how long that kind of takes, or
Yeah, okay, I categorize it between I have doodles, sketches, and illustrations.
Mhm.
So this one technically counts as an illustration because I did, a full render.
Right?
Doodles, I'll only work on it for about 5 to 10 minutes, and I consider it done once you know what I'm going for.
Hmm.
Sketches, I'll put 1 or 2 hours into it, and that's when I do the sketch and the cleanup. Like this, if I did a solid ink over it, I'd be done. But if I'm gonna add full color shading, lighting, uh, just little special details, that would be a full render, which can take between 4 and 12 hours. Now, if I'm animating, it takes days. Uh, I have works that take longer than 12 hours, but I haven't gotten any recently.
Right. And so that contributes to the quick turnaround times that you seem to have.
Number one thing I attribute it to is motivation,
Mhm.
because I mean the Discord is really fun, and I like the instant reactions I get. So I
No
can,
shit.
yeah, just do doodles, and everyone else's doodles are badass too. So
I mean, you've heard me screech about fucking art that I get, so
Yeah, he'll the moment he gets any punch drunk art, he's like, "Well, not sleeping tonight. I'm wired now."
yeah, straight up. Like,
I mean, I am actually once I get caught up on commissions. I'm not sure if Sarge is in chat, but I'm going to do some stuff for him because the reactions I get out of him are the best I've ever heard, and I think he deserves it.
aw.
We love Sarge here.
We love Sarge. Him and his big ass.
Yep, big old booty.
Because the style I actually like trained in fits his creative design, so I'm hoping I can put it to use.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bless him. Bless his heart.
So we one thing I'm kind of curious about how much do you have like one of your pieces planned out in advance? I mean, looking at this right now, I would think you have like basically the image in your mind already ready to go, and you're setting that to, for lack of a better term, paper, in order to get it out and going. And it's because like when I talk to like writers and stuff like Jake and some of the other people we've had on, when it comes to writing, there's more of I feel like you can be a little more freeform with it, and you can do the same with drawing too. But the impression I get from just looking at this work in progress piece is that you have the idea, you know what you're going for, and you're sticking to it. It isn't exactly as fluid as something like how some people write.
Yes, yes and no. So, and I know goes for you guys as well. I get my best ideas when I'm literally not able to write them down. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm at work or something, or on a long drive. That's the worst one. So, I'll have the idea and I'll try to remember it. So, that happens sparsely. Mostly, I'll try to just kind of brute force something that works. I don't exactly have something in my head. I have the idea, the text version.
Okay.
Then I'll try to make something out. Because if I could put what is in my head to paper, I'd be rich. The people that can do that are not human. I mean, the enemy of perfection is perfection is the enemy of creation. I'm sorry, that's how you say it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so here's one thing I have to ask, and it's not super. I mean, it's kind of related, but I've also asked a lot of our previous guests as well. Um, can you see the apple?
Oh, fucking this guy. This guy and his apple.
It's important.
Oh, can you turn an apple in your head? Yeah, yeah, that's not that hard.
Guess we
Everybody
stay
point
losing
and
on
laugh at
there.
Apple Boy over here. He can't turn the apple in his head.
Yeah. Fuck yourself.
Here, one a better one that my professor had. Once you can imagine the apple, what you need to do is cut the apple in half and have both halves spin in different directions.
Ooh, I could do that. I'm doing that right now. Do.
And then you pause
I see
wherever
the
they're
seeds
at
too.
and then sketch it out. So, you know.
Oh, I don't know if should I do that right now?
Go get your paper, idiot.
It's basically
have-
just
I don't have paper.
a mirror. You should be able to draw an apple mirrored. And I see that Sarge is in chat.
Yep.
You deserve the world and more, bub.
You're
We
gonna
love
actually
you.
make him cry.
Good. I want him to come bawling to me later and giving me a hug.
Should we pressure him into,
Crying?
publicly
No.
releasing his work?
Oh, no. Let him. He'll do it when he wants to. I think I have a
Of
feeling.
course. The one thing I finished for him was just a doodle. I mean, he has a really cool order that has a interesting name, so I threw something together for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's his fantasy setting, right? He's talked to me about that some.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Very cool indeed.
Would you say you have any other like standout parts about your art process?
Humo, he wants to add it to fridge if you want to show it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And repeat your question. I'm sorry.
I was just asking, is there any other like, because like obviously I'm not super artistically inclined. Would you say there's anything else that's kind of like stand out to your artistic process that you'd want to like talk about here?
I would say you're slightly artistic.
We're all slightly artistic.
I just mean
But,
in the drawing
yeah.
sense.
Haha, he
See,
didn't get it.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
I see he didn't get it. The thing about my style is I'm still working through the mental block of like my art doesn't have that polished finality that a lot of big pieces I see work from others.
Mhm.
Like you could look at mine and say, "Oh yeah, you could still work on that," or it doesn't have. I work small, so my lines are thicker than most. It's my own hangups, so I'm still working on that. My style is going to be this sketchy, painted on. That's what I call it currently.
Mhm. And then just for reference, I'll go ahead and pop up the finished product on the screen. That way, people can see the difference between the two.
I did a lot of lighting studies, so I think personally, and if anybody wants to argue with me on this, they can. I'm very, very skilled at determining 3D light in a 2D space.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I mean,
Cocainer.
I'm not gonna fight you on it.
I'm certainly not either, dog. My lighting consists of like black shading, like harsh shading, and that's it.
No, the comic shading is actually really dope. I wish I could do that.
What, like I do?
Do you know how hard it is to do comic black ink shading?
I don't know. I'm not an artist.
There been was it Bill Finger? Bill Finger for Marvel. If I got that wrong, someone correct me. Like he was really known for that. The comic style, especially when it comes to hatching and block shading, it determines an entire like aesthetic. So it's something that'd be really cool to learn.
Well, there you go.
I just put funny shapes.
We got some Jake Parade praise.
No.
That's the constant like that's the subtitle to the Humo show.
Yeah.
No.
Just a little Jake Parades.
Jake Perez.
Yeah. Come on, that wasn't bad.
It was kind of bad, but it was funny regardless.
And
It was bad in a funny way.
Here's the thing that Sarge has shared in the fridge.
So if I were going to tell you the name of the order that uses this logo, what do you think they represent? This is the Order of the Blue Flame of Order.
The Order of the Blue Flame of Order?
Yes.
Somebody needs to get their ass slapped for that.
I'm bad with like interpretation shit. And I don't do words good, so I'd have to think for a second. I mean, order, I guess. It's used twice, right?
It's fine, Sarge. I'm sure it does make more sense with context, but the name is funny regardless.
I mean,
you know I fucking love your shit.
I don't know.
Do you know what an objectivist is?
Objectivist.
I'm not smart, so you have to explain that
Yes,
to me.
school me.
I mean, I should probably let Sarge just put in a small blurb. The whole point, I'm just showing this off as a design aspect. I'm not here to tell Sarge a story. I just want him to know that I appreciate the world he's created.
You know, I guess we're gonna have to get fucking Sarge on the spotlight.
Yeah, all right. Creative spot. Next up, everybody, creative spotlight.
Look forward to it.
Genitals.
Wait, there's
that
two
should
orbs.
Be, like the most attended one.
There are 2 orbs, Humo. Congratulations.
Sergeant Genitals.
Oh my! Shut your whore mouth.
Come on, leave me alone. Just a little guy.
A little fucking idiot, more like.
I mean, when I gave him that design to sit in the chair, his feet touched the floor. He willingly made himself shorter.
Yeah. Short mo.
I did one for me, but I felt a little too conceited to like send that to you. It's like, hey, I want this.
Bro, I would have updated it if you sent it.
I'm still floating in the air, being projected astrally.
Hey, I told him that little Jake, his eyes are at 40% transparency. So if you put your PFP inside little Jake's head, it'll make his eyes glow when you talk.
That's fucked up. I don't want to be little. I'm big and strong.
Yeah, I knew. If I tried to make little Jake his avatar, he would have been beside himself. He would not have liked it.
But I would not be beside myself, you cocksucker. I would calmly and politely ask that I be made to my full grandiose height.
Yeah, but your calm and polite is very different from my calm and polite.
I don't believe. Yeah, I could be calm and polite when I want to be.
Yeah, well, you know.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
What does that mean?
Moving on with the interview.
Punk motherfucker.
There was another thing that I believe you had shared in the fridge at one point, and that would be this. I'm not sure what the proper terminology for it is. Art beads, an art bead piece, kind of like a pixel arty type deal, but physical.
It is perler beads, and I'm at my brother's house because I had given this to him for Christmas. He's also a Kingdom Hearts fan. If anyone knows what perler beads are, they are just melt beads, fuse beads, pixel beads. And I used some of my jump rings for the chain because I also make chainmail. I am just known as a jack of all trades. I literally have put my fingers into every medium you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a physical list just in case, I need to buy more material.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a functioning Keyblade, and it's only 1 layer thick. Most people do it 2 or 3.
How stable is it? Like, I'm assuming it's good enough that it's not gonna like fall apart at the slightest movement, right?
You could swing it around, but you couldn't hit anything with it.
Yeah, that tracks.
I
And
want to
so,
hit something with it and watch it fly apart into a million pieces.
yeah, but that's just destructive Jake Parade at work there.
See, that's the fun thing about melted beads is if they melt properly, if they break, they have a clean break usually. They don't explode. So you could melt it back together, but the remelt is always much more fragile.
Mm. I mean, that makes sense. So you kind of touched on it there. I'm assuming you've worked with. You said you had a whole list of like mediums you've worked with, right?
Yes, I have a physical list because a lot of people don't believe me.
Well, you could either like rattle them all off if you really wanted, or you could just give us some of the ones that are your favorite to work with.
I'll just read the list.
Mhm.
So, I've worked in regular markers, alcohol markers, charcoal, color pencils, graphite pencils, crayons, Conte crayon, digital, resin, ink pen, ink wash, oil pastel, wax pastel, acrylic oil and watercolor paint, paint pens, perler beads, iron cast, chainmail, papercraft, and I have once drawn in blood.
Oh, hell yeah!
Can we touch on that last one a little bit?
So,
Were you what hex were you casting?
no, I saw something. I believe it was Ripley's. Believe it or not, it was a guy who was doing a full body self portrait in his own blood. Like he had to do it over a long time, and he was feeding it into like a what's the a CVC machine. So it was laser printing it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it's like that's pretty damn cool actually. And I was stupid, so I do know how to tap a vein, and I took one vial of my own of my own blood, and I filled my calligraphy pen with it, and I drew a self portrait. Uh, by the
That's
way, you
fucking
have to
insane.
do it on cloth because blood has metal in it, so it flakes off. It doesn't matter how heavy your paper is. For all of you future blood writers, you have to do it on basically like cheesecloth or any type of fabric paper or like a papyrus.
That is metal as fuck.
That is really fucking cool.
I wish I still had it, but it
You don't
literally
anymore? I was gonna
disintegrated.
ask for a picture of it. Fuck.
No, I disintegrated.
Well, time
Like,
to make a number 2, baby.
oh, if I do it again, I'll have all the proper materials and I'll seal it and put it inside of a shadow box.
Jeez.
Fuck
I mean,
I
Jake.
draw Jake in my own blood with a blood mane.
That would oh fuck, that would go hard as fuck.
I mail it to you. It's like, do not open.
Oh my god. I would open it and I'd frame it.
It would be in a frame.
Me in the blood of another. Oh, family
Hey,
relic right
it's
there.
it's
Pass it
Viking
on to my
heritage
fucking
blood
kids.
at least.
That is powerful as fuck.
Yeah, man. That's the weird guild right there.
And now I know if I ever need to do like blood incantations, use fucking papyrus. Shit'll work pretty well.
Just
If
like
you're
the
doing
Egyptians.
blood magic, don't use your own blood because then you're tying yourself to whatever you're trying to do. Always use your victim.
Looks at my brother.
Surely you've watched Dungeon Meshi. You know how this goes.
Yeah, Dungeon Meshi. Yeah, Dungeon Meshi. Can't wait for the next season.
I know. I'm waiting for it too.
God, that shit's so
There's
good.
me, who doesn't do that?
Who doesn't do
Yeah.
what?
That I don't watch anime.
Do you
I'm
like
sitting here
food?
just alone. And I know what Dungeon Meshi is.
I'm just saying,
So
if you like
anime
food, it's worth a
about where they go in
watch.
a dungeon and like eat monsters and shit, right?
The fact that that wasn't
Yeah.
normal practice in their world makes no sense to me.
Right? Like, why the fuck would you be so insistent on carrying like packs and packs of rations when you got good food downstairs? All you gotta do is walk over there and beat the shit out of it first.
I got some good food downstairs and it's called pussy. Ah.
What did I tell you? Freight Parade comes out at the wildest times.
Always.
This motherfucker.
Dude, well, the joke was there and you made it so easy.
What do you mean the joke was there? We're talking about fucking
gotta
Dungeon
be
Meshi.
We just got to be
Yeah,
concerned which female he was thinking about. Was it Marcel, or
I-
was it the half dragon?
This motherfucker, pussy is pussy. All right, he's not gonna fucking.
Hey, we don't do that. then we get freaks like fucking cars rolling around.
Oh no. I see Jake as trying to mount the dragon.
What? What do you mean?
Mount the dragon.
Yeah,
What do
common
you
D&D,
mean?
common D&D bard lore.
Couldn't be me.
Making
It's
them
gotta walk on
dragonkin.
two. It's gotta walk on two legs, dog.
What if the dragon walks on 2 legs?
Then it's a worm.
Does it walk on 2 legs and is it human shaped?
Dragonborn?
Yeah, would. Easy. Give me that cloaca, bitch.
All right, before we start getting into just the fucking boonies when it comes to what Jake will and will not fuck, probably best
Come on,
to.
let's go wading through the swamp.
No, I don't think I want to
Sag,
right
run.
now. Don't fuck this sag. Look at that small thing.
What?
It's just sitting there on the
that-
table.
It's a
Fleshlight.
dragon on 2 legs.
Oh my god. I'm just.
Anyway,
Is
Yeah, now we're
Fang a
anyway.
dragon on 2 legs?
I mean, aren't no
Dragons?
mm,
If dragons have leather wings, then only the male taros can be dragons. Nacer, run!
Yeah, Nacers. Yeah, you can get Jake on a particularly rowdy day, and I'm sure Nacer will be in the fucking sight lines.
I mean, he's kind of twink coated.
So, Kev, what's your favorite thing about doing art?
Oh man, I mean, literally, it's tranquility. I mean, time melts away when you do it because I only work because of my work schedule from like 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's when I draw,
Mhm.
unless it's my day off, something like today. But another thing is, I like seeing something come from nothing. That's pretty much it. The only other thing I have that mentality of is sweeping. If you've ever picked up a broom and you get the just happy experience of seeing how much dirt you get because the floor looked clean, then you know what I'm talking about.
I hate sweeping.
I'm not clean pilled, unfortunately.
I
Dirty
knew it was
boy.
going to be a weird thing to say, but I'm like, I think someone will get it. Someone
No,
will understand
I
what
know.
I'm
I
talking
mean,
about.
I get it. I just don't like
Yeah.
sweeping.
Yeah.
He's vacuum pilled.
Yeah, dog. No, I'm fucking. What's that thing they use in restaurants? I'm that pilled.
What the-
Dustbuster or like the rolly thing?
The rolly thing.
I don't
got one
even
of-
know what it's.
I have one of those in my house. It's useful. It's good shit. It works.
Did you steal it or can you
No,
buy one
I
of
bought
those?
one. You could just buy them.
How much does it cost?
It was fuck. I don't remember. I gotta go look on Amazon.
You ordered sweeping materials from Amazon?
Yeah.
Huh.
What the fuck else you get those things?
I don't know, like a
Big box
specialty
stores
site?
usually.
A what?
Like a
I don't know. I don't
specialty
go
site?
outside.
Okay, well, I mean, brother
That's why I
man's
did.
just Amazoning his fucking cleaning supplies.
Why not?
Guess that's
Next
the
day
point of
ship.
Amazon, right?
You get it the next day. What's it matter?
I mean, do you need it the next day?
It's just a
No,
weird purchase to do on
maybe.
Amazon.
What the fuck? I've bought groceries off of Amazon before.
Yeah, but that makes sense. You need food.
You don't need cleaning.
What? I'm supposed to let my fucking house get dirty?
No, just get
I
like
thought you
a...
weren't clean pilled.
No, I'm not clean pilled.
I'm fucking.
Oh, okay. I mixed the other two.
I'm not like neat freak pilled.
I
But
mean, I
don't
gotta-
just I don't let grime accumulate.
I got like a vacuum and everything, and I'll do that. You know the one thing I don't like doing? Fucking dusting. That shit is
I
so fucking annoying.
I don't like mopping.
It's
That's
important
my least
to
favorite
do.
activity.
I'm like, I have really bad allergies to the change of the season. Pollen gets in. Your ceiling fans get super dusty. I hate doing it, but it's necessary.
Yeah.
Dusty.
I'm lucky that I don't have many surfaces that just get dusty at the very least.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Chad. I do not know what this conversation has turned into.
Cleaning. Yippee.
All right, this is the clean stream now. Get Mr. Clean on Humo's Creator Spotlight. Mr. Clean.
Hey, if someone writes a fic where Mr. Clean ends up in Volcadera, I'll read it. I mean, he is every woman's dream. Silent, does nothing but clean, and like 10% body fat.
And he's got the gay little ear piercing.
It's on the right side, not the left.
Why do I remember somebody saying that we were talking about, like, I want to say it was like OCs or something. Somebody was like, make that person's dad Mr. Clean. I
Wasn't
swear to
somebody-
God that
I
happened
think that
recently.
was somebody talking about Dorian.
It might have
Like
been.
Victorian's dad, Mr. Clean.
I just like it for some reason that tickled a part of my brain, and I'm like, we've talked about this. I've heard Mr.
Hold on.
Clean recently.
I'm control effing Mr. Clean in the Discord right now.
I think someone posted the Super Bowl ad, which is just him like styling on some woman in her own house.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a fucking Super Bowl ad. It was me, says Flip Opossum. Okay, well, see, I'm not crazy. It did happen.
Yeah. All right. I don't know why I said it like that.
I don't know. Why did you say it like that?
I don't know why. I feel like I'm got a low timber right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess one of the last things that I'd want to ask at this point would be, when it comes to somebody who might be either starting or might be struggling with art, like what bits of advice could you give to like help them kind of find their way, so to speak?
So starting advice I wish I had and is still useful, and I give it to people, is sketch all the time. I know everybody tells you that. Even if you have dumb and bad ideas, sketch them out. Just put something down. Mainly you're building up wrist strength, because there is a stamina bar when it comes to drawing,
Mm-hmm.
and if you walk away, it can completely kill your motivation, and you don't want to do that. Another thing, keep everything you draw, at least a digital copy of it. Keep your old work so you can look back on it. Nothing will make you feel better than seeing progress. Doesn't matter how shit it was then. I promise it's better than what you're making. It's worse than what you're making now. God damn it. And the last thing, everybody has a stigma against tracing and copying. That is like literally what they taught in the Renaissance. It's how you learn. Is people above you. And if that means learning form, shape, color, it doesn't matter. Don't be afraid to do that. Just don't pass it off as your own and you're fine. You're using it to learn. Don't ever call it a crutch or anything. Just be able to use the materials that you're afforded. I mean, there's a whole AI thing here. I'm not going to touch that because it's being vastly misused currently, and the art community is against it, and I'm part of the art community.
All right. So keep it
Anyone have any
practicing.
questions about this picture here?
In the chat, I don't think anybody had any questions yet, but I was about to say we're gonna go ahead and open it up to the chat and everything. If you guys got questions, feel free to start filling them out in chat, and we'll just sit here and chat and be yeah. Which last thing, there's always one question that I like to throw in here at the end is.
True. This time you fucked it up.
No, I didn't fuck it up. I was literally getting to it. I say to. Is this what we're doing? We're doing yeah right now.
Kev, who do you want to have on the spotlight next?
Dude, if you can get him, Shido Tara, like 1,000%.
Oh,
Shido
dude,
Tara.
that would be a fucking poll. Holy fuck!
Because I mean, he's Bolivian,
Oh my God.
but I'm fairly sure he knows English. Dude, that guy cooks and he's fast. I have gone through his entire gallery when he first started, and he's a pony artist too. He started with just regular dragons, basically in crayon, but his art is insane. And for some reason, Metal Gear Solid Fang is popular, so he just finished that. Like, no, if you get Shido on here, I want to take Jake's place as the guest co-host.
Whoa! Oh, hey there, buddy boy.
I'm never opposed to having
please.
more guest hosts.
I mean,
honestly.
I know what I could ask him. There's a lot of things I want to know.
Look, you can come on the couch, but replacing me, that's a little. Hey, slow your roll, buddy.
All right, I'll draw a little OC of me like hiding behind Humo's chair.
I mean,
You can sit
yeah,
on my
that'll
lap.
work.
It's fine.
On you're hovering,
really?
fucker.
Really?
Yeah. What does that mean? I could sit down. I could become a real Tulpa. I could step out of the fucking bubble, but you don't want that, do you? You don't want your greatest fucking nightmares to become alive.
I'm sorry. Do you want to be dropped by fucking Schizo?
You're in her sight line.
Yeah, she'd be dropping me onto you, and then we all know. What
Could you
happened.
imagine if
Fucking
Schizo
hurt.
just like shrunk the orb when you were inside?
No.
Just do a real fucked up like MK fatality.
Oh my god, That would be really fucked up.
Yeah, right?
All future sets have a
Doing?
broken
I
table.
hear your stupid ass. What are you doing? Stop it. Whatever you're doing.
What do you mean? What am I doing?
I hear you planning and plotting and sneaking.
What do you mean planning and plotting and sneaking? When have I ever planned, plotted, and sneaked?
Opening in OBS right now and looking hungrily at the orb PNG.
My hands are in my jacket pockets right now.
And then there's Artiv. I wouldn't mind if Mia did that to me. Wow.
Yeah,
thanks,
a big surprise there.
Hey, okay, well, there's Sleep Opossum. I do want to ask, but if I have a request for an art pick, do I need to pay or what?
Okay, so the way that I do requests versus commissions, requests go into like a long list I have, and if I'm bored, I might draw it. But if you have a commission, that goes into the I will draw, and I will do a consultation with you. And when I do commissions, they are unlimited revisions. You will get what you ask for, or you don't pay. I have a com sheet. It's not updated, but I mean, if you're watching Humo, then I'll give you the discount. So.
Oh, there you go. The Humo discount. Apparently that's a thing now. Wild.
Yeah. I'm just giving out treats to everybody.
Yeah, if you ever want to share your comm sheet, by the way, feel free to drop in the shill channel.
Oh, yeah. We do have a show channel for that, so don't be afraid.
Yeah.
I think it's there.
Ooh.
Have I not checked recently? Uh-oh. Am I an asshole?
Code is Humo.
I don't think it is. Unless I'm just a blind ass motherfucker.
I'll put it there later. You don't have to worry about it right now.
I see is Lagucci's.
No, I gave it to Lassiter. Okay, yeah, I didn't post it.
Okay, yeah. At any point, you can feel free to share it. Just so that way people have an idea of if they did want to commission you, what all that would look like.
Cat's comp sheet coming soon.
Yippee!
Yippee! Or wahoo!
Team Wahoo,
Wahoo.
We got a question from Vice on the Twitch side here. What's the story with your Twitter account? Is it an alt? I asked since it's different name and OC.
Okay, so that one is a shared. I keep the K3V1NJORG account is something from high school. I still use the name because it is my name. Probably not the best thing to do once you start branching into certain niches on the internet. So the other one I have, and I'm not gonna say it. So if you know about it, you know about it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a shared joint account with a partner of mine, and that is where I post other stuff, just disconnected from my clean side. That's the best way of saying it. When I started posting Wani art there, it was purely because I couldn't find anything on Twitter for like the Wani fandom. You have to really do some tagging to find any of the art. You rely on everybody. That's why everybody like bookmarks. It gets lost. And the Buru was awesome to find the art. I should probably make a middle ground, but that's the story behind it. Yeah.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Always keep your professional and private separate.
Yeah, that's probably a smart idea. Okay, we got one from Jack Pass 2012. We got the what's your favorite Snoot / Wani ending?
Well, my favorite Snoot ending, I mean, 4 is a really good answer. I do like Amber, just purely. There's a personal connection there.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a lot of admiration for 3, but some things would have to change. Like, if Anon and Fang did not have any connection during the 3 years he was gone, then it makes no sense to me at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if they talked, like some fics have done, then it's a really good ending because I can work on it. For Wani, 4 all the way. I got 2 first, and that hit so close to home it broke me. 3 was really good. I kind of wish it went farther into this, what happens, because it stops right there. And I know how it affected Humo, so you can talk to him about it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 4 for Wani.
Okay. So 4 and 4, really?
Yeah, just kind of a basic bitch answer, but yeah.
I mean, it's fair enough. Yeah, I really like 3 though. Wani, that is. Snoot, I'd opt for Fort because at least then Trish gets some fucking redemption.
I've already talked about what I do to E2, Olivia.
I mean, Inko really needs to like put his foot down or walk away because you're both suffering at that point. And I literally did
Arm
that.
around her throat, hold her down, and
All right, freak, back to the cage.
Okay, she is stronger than you.
yeah, well,
She would tail
much
swipe
you-
you in half.
not much you could do against the rear naked choke, bitch.
She's got
That
the
might
tail
be-
from behind. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
care.
Yeah, no, that's
My
your
back
worst
is strong.
position. No, that's your worst position. Have you
I
met a
just got-
regular human after they've been in a wheelchair? They got upper body strength. Now imagine dino strength.
I'm not worried about it.
Jake's sitting out here thinking he'd be big shot. He would get fucking destroyed.
Sure, she might call the shit out of me. That's fine. I can get stitches later.
Jesus Christ.
What?
And you call fucking Artiv out.
Hey, I don't want to get disemboweled or my windpipe ripped out.
Look, all I'm saying is you're out here asking for some
never
shit.
hurt nobody.
And there it is. All right, we got one from Jam. Because we did the fucking pony talk. Who is the best pony?
Out of the main six, Fluttershy, my favorite pony still is Luna, just because she's a dork. I mean, I just like her.
Okay.
And if I'm gonna say fan, Derpy still, because I mean, the community did so much with her.
Yeah, not bad picks.
I plugged out of that conversation completely.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. We had like a whole segment we were talking about the pony shit, so
I'm sure. I'm actually glad I'm not here. I wasn't here for that. Thanks, Chloe's.
you did not
You do
just think the
realize that
glowies.
it's your cousin fandom, right? Both pony popularity and Snoot popularity came from 4chan.
Chat, pick up the pie chart.
So I think you're looking for Venn diagram.
No, pie chart.
You can't visualize the apple that's in the pie, so I don't know why you bother.
You know, I could just throw you out of here.
I could take you with me. You don't want to start that.
Brother, I can revoke your badge so goddamn quick.
You wouldn't dare.
Yeah? I wouldn't dare?
You wouldn't dare.
You're getting a little uppity right now. Maybe I will.
Oh, you're gonna start flexing your dick now, huh?
Maybe. We got a question from Voided Pawn. What did I miss? The entire interview. We're in the Q&A section of it at this point, brother. Hello.
Hi. The stream is 30 minutes away from being done. Probably less, actually. Chat's looking a little light right now.
Okay, we got another one from Flip Awesome. Here's another question. Since I'm training in art, if you hit artist block, what do you do?
Honestly, I'm still looking for an answer to that myself. You can always try to find some media that you like, see if it'll give you some ideas. People say that sketch through your art block, that kind of just pushes you farther into it. That's on my opinion.
Mhm.
You could watch speed draws; those always help. You could listen to Humo. I mean, if you have a shared, yeah, no, I'm plugging you some more. If you have a shared interest, then maybe you'll get some ideas. Like PDG gives me plenty of ideas.
Yeah. So kind of just like getting like ideas from like sourcing them from elsewhere can help out of the art block. So
Stairs
what are you
at
gonna?
24, sweating profusely.
Yeah, no, it's inspiration. I
Mhm.
mean, that's the best thing I can say.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, we've got another question from Jack Pass 2012.
You're.
Hey, Kevin. So, what art is your least / most favorite? Hey, Kevin. So, what art is least / most you have fun with?
I assume that's supposed to be regarding the different mediums.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
media. So most fun. I mean, honestly, it's going to be the casting or chainmail because working with tensile stuff is fun. Behind that, beads and then digital. They're just time consuming. Digital, it poisons you because if you've ever tried to control Z on a paper drawing, you feel dumb, but it's happened so many fucking times. Least watercolor. I suck ass at watercolor. Pretty much any painting is not my thing. I do like oil, but it's expensive. So painting is my least favorite. Uh, Tensile stuff is my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How did you get into like the whole casting thing, by the way?
I was alone way too much in the woods.
Alrighty.
And YouTube taught me how to make a plaster of Paris crucible for like less than $30. And I had a lot of cans around. And then once I got into college and joined the Chivalry Society, they actually had a forge and a glass blowing facility. So I started working with bronze and iron, and I casted a few swords. I've made armor. I have gauntlets. I have my own plate armor set.
Jesus fucking
That is
Christ, brother.
badass.
Vintage story for real. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I've wanted to get into like that type of stuff at some point. I just would need the
I
fucking
recommend
space
it
for
because sand casting, which is the easiest one to do, if you have a place to set up sand and you can melt down some aluminum, you can make some pretty cool paperweights.
Okay. Duly noted.
I want to stand in front of a forge shirt and just hammering away at a fucking anvil.
Be careful, I might draw that.
I think I've already said it. I kind of want to do like some dwarf maxing. You know what I mean?
Considering that is me, I mean,
rejoice.
that was how I got my nickname Gimli from college.
Okay.
Because you were just in front of a forge dwarf maxing?
In case anyone doesn't know, I have hair longer than Jake's, and I'm also a redhead with a beard and short.
Yeah, you said you 5'4", right?
5'5". Give me my inch.
Okay. I just forgot. Hey, look, I'm over here too. Everybody's calling me short too, so like, you know, solidarity and all that.
Sitting in my chair, one leg over the other, smiling.
Pushes over your chair.
Dies.
Oh, Jock says to bring out Jigga Jake, which is the edits we were making, and that's the one I did.
I don't want my face on stream.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Don't do that.
That one stays locked up for the freaks on the Discord.
Yeah. I was just reading chat.
You know, it's funny that they're never gonna get the pickle video.
They will never get hopefully not. If somebody leaks it, I'm going to find them and murder them.
Didn't you say fucking yummers at the end of it?
I did say yummers at the end of it, yeah, and I gave a big dumb grin. Big dumb grin at the end of the pickle video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yummers.
Ardiv is asking about an Andrew JPEG. I don't know if that's from me or about you guys. I have no idea.
I mean, there's like 5 Andrew JPEGs.
As
far as I'm aware, Ardiv owns all of them.
Yeah, I think Ardiv's just trying to will more Ardiv content into existence, and you know, God bless him.
He's Andrew's strongest warrior, and I think by God he might also be the only one.
No, I swear there's one other Andrew poster in the fucking Discord. Hold up. One other person asked for it.
Show me what they're talking about.
Yeah, there's 2 Andrew posters. Who's the other one? Joe is the other Andrew poster. The call is coming from within inside the house.
When did he get Andrew poster?
I don't know. He asked for it at one point. Fucking Ardiv, post the Andrew thing again.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Joe's the one who drew like headbanging Andrew.
If I do a search, Andrew. Nope, that's Andrew Tate. That's not what I'm looking for. There? I don't know. People like have used Andrew Tate apparently, like when they're doing things.
I hope we don't have any tater tots in the server.
Get them out.
Kill them now. I see Ardiv typing. Waits patiently. There's just a picture of a fucking cat. Oh, there it is.
Oh shit. You know who Andrew is, Ardiv? We're asking why you're bringing him up.
Andrew.
Why do you desire the Andrew JPEG?
He just wants more Andrew.
Okay, this might be the first time I've seen this character.
Wait a minute.
But I mean, I can add him to the.
I have to kill this music.
The list.
Did you not watch the mod stream where Humo played 8 hours worth of mods?
Yeah, did he show up for like 5 minutes like Gloria?
One of the mods was all about him in the second. It was the space themed one.
Okay, then I haven't seen that one. Hey, I have more stuff to watch.
Himself killed. Oh wait, no spoilers then. Uh-oh.
Oh, look at that, Jake. Just being a little guy, huh? Just spoiling shit.
I'm
Little
gonna splash
freak.
water in your face.
I'll drink it.
Yummy.
Yummers.
Yummers. I'm gonna drink water right now.
I think the fucking wasn't there like some Lin Fei shit that actually got posted at one point? Why are you dying?
Oh, I wrong pipe.
How did you fuck that up?
I'm bad at life. The Lord's tried to take me. I'm too powerful. He wants me back. All right, we're good.
All right, we good to continue? You done dying?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Another question from Vice. Who/what would you say is your biggest inspiration art-wise? Also, how did you become so goated with the sauce?
Sorry, repeat the question. I was drinking.
All good. Who/what would you say is your biggest inspiration art-wise? Also, how did you become so goated with the sauce?
I do not believe I'm goated with any sauce, personally. So that is up to you to determine. Inspirations, literally, it's a mishmash. Anything I can find. I try not to have one idol. I know that's a non-answer, but that's the most honest one.
Is there any like standout ones you have, or is it literally just culmination of anything you see?
And it's definitely more of a culmination because I don't try to imitate any one person's style.
Okay.
Because I mean, the whole imitation is flattery and whatnot uh, doesn't exactly work when you're trying to create your own profile.
Right. Okay, we got a question from Karos. Stupidest thing your ferrets have done?
All right. Other than the one escaping, ferrets have to shit in a 90-degree angle for their own predatory reasons. So you have to clean their litter box quite often. Well, we were doing that one day, and their cage is multi-level, and the door is open. Well, the same one that escaped, while we're cleaning the cage, the litter box, jumps out of the cage into the trash can that is now filled with his litter and shit.
Oh, that ferret.
He took the shit dive, huh?
There's a lot of videos of like ferrets making jumps they cannot make, but ours is pretty strong, so he can clear some wild distance.
Brother's got the jumpies.
That's crazy.
Another one from Sargi here. What's your @ for the freaks not in the Discord?
I'll type it out.
Okay. That'll be available on the YouTube side, obviously, so you can just take a look in the chat. I'll even read it out once it is typed.
Hold on, does the Discord still use the numbers, or is it like no numbers anymore?
I don't. I don't know. I haven't had to add anyone recently. I guess I have to look this up now. Does Discord still use numbers?
Either way, I'll just put both.
No, once you pick a new username, you'll no longer have to have a discriminator as part of your username. Okay, so there's no more discriminator.
Yeah, when they changed it, it forced everybody to have new names. So
Yeah.
I just put both because there's one without the numbers and one with.
Yep. So there you go. There's the ats.
I wasn't affected by that shit at all.
Yeah, neither was I. Nobody was really using Humo, believe it or not.
Or, yeah, I think people are fucking around with Jake Parade. I'm the only Jake Parade on the internet. You Google me and you fucking find my AOE3 account.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Jake Parade would have been used at some point.
It wasn't.
I know. I'm just a little surprised is all.
It was by me.
You have claimed it, just like DE Fault.
Somehow. Against all odds. Still baffled that I own that name.
Let's see.
SWAT cats. Hey Kev, how's it feel to cook like that Turkish Olympian shoots? Ah yes, perpetually second place. I feel that all the time.
Ooh, yikes! I
Damn.
don't think that's what SWAT cat.
Turned the compliment into self-deprecation.
Hey, this feels way too much like a Glade session. I gotta humble something.
It's the fucking creator spotlight, not the creator shit on yourself.
Were you about to say shit light?
I don't know what I was gonna say. My brain doesn't work that fast.
I can fucking tell you're on a delay. This is what it is,
You
brother.
fucking mean?
You
What do you
got
fucking
brain
mean?
lag.
I'm gonna lag
okay.
you in a second. I'm gonna take your shoes off and stick your.
I
feet
don't
up
have
your
any
ass.
fucking shoes on.
Oh, yeah.
I got socks on right now.
Oh,
Well, Flip says needs a vote from the three of us. I got this poster I planned working on, but I need a decision on what it should be. Should it be red airing? I'm not sure if it's airing or earring. Dorian Fault or Incognito for the formal.
I'm biased, so I will refrain from voting.
I
he
mean,
specifically said us.
I know, but it's got my property in it. I'm not allowed to vote.
I would say you should work on a poster for your stuff. Because
Yeah, no,
red airing
I
is
would
your
definitely
fit.
say work on yours first.
Yeah. Get a little bit of art for yourself.
And
Treat
what you
yourself,
can do
honey.
is, I mean, unless you plan on changing the poses, just do all three. They're alts, right?
It can be some good shit.
True.
I mean, Dorian might have a bigger build than the other two, but that shouldn't be
He
too
does-
much to change.
I don't know why people draw Dorian like crunked out of his gourd.
Because you specifically keep hammering on that.
What do you mean?
motherfucker's a fighter, so people just assume big.
Yeah, I've described him as lean.
Yeah, well, he's
And I
still
dap
rock
him
shit.
up lean. Well, except for the one I did of him endorsing Ciro or Chiro
True.
in a loincloth.
Gotta love Churro. Dude, when I've had the Churro at the top right, people have been like fucking tweaking and they'll be like, Churro maxing, Churro maxing!
You mean Sierra 9 has been tweaking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sierra 9 goes feral whenever Chiro is on screen.
Motherfucker likes Churro. I'm snooting right now. I got barbecue sauce on my snoot. I'm a snooter man. I mean, that's not a question, but I just felt the need to read that.
God bless.
I just sent the the Giga D sketch.
Ooh. Yoink. Grabs. If I could fucking click the open in browser button and stop fucking tweaking out and not hitting it properly.
Oh, true. Yeah, I remember this.
Giga D. Coolest shit ever.
See, I put that in the community without Chiro there, and you could just have Giga. I mean, you could just have D endorse anything you wanted, and nobody used it.
What the fuck,
I mean,
guys?
you could probably you could post a blank template, and I'm sure people would be more inclined to.
Well, I think that's what he was saying, that he did post the blank template.
Was there a blank template, or was it? I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
it was just during a it was someone's VC, and I was just sitting there with
Was it when they were too busy slandering me?
I don't think anyone was slandering you. No, everybody was giving me ideas. I was the one streaming, so this was all a live draw.
Right. I do remember this.
If I got
think
my
I was
hands
there
on
when
this,
I
I
was
would have
made.
just put fucking Dorian in Dorian's hand. That just would have been that.
I mean, you have it now.
I don't see you complaining about how swole I made him here.
Well, that's because you explicitly put Giga D.
Is this post champion D?
You'd have a beard if that were the case, but we can say that, yeah. He shaved for it.
This is the start of his modeling career. You know, he's taking the Arnold route.
Yeah, with the loincloth, he's a Skinny's Weekly.
Ah, you're not beating the spear chucker allegations.
Hell no. Oh,
Would Dorian opt for a spear or a Grug's rock?
he's the kind of motherfucker that would like pick a brick up in an alleyway to beat somebody to death with, so he's definitely going for Grug's Rock.
Nice. More rock posting. Ugh.
Yep.
Well, I don't think there's any more questions on the YouTube side. So
Yeah, it's looking like the well's pretty dry today. I guess we were really comprehensive with the actual interview portion. Unless
Either
anybody's
that
got
or
anything
chat.
else.
Either that or chat's being lazy fuckheads.
Dude, if you want to ask me some of the most insane shit you can come up with, as long as it's not against TOS.
No, I got more, says Flippapossum. I'll go ahead and ask him, brother. You got your time right now. That said, we are coming up 2
Yeah,
hour
since
45.
we got like 3 to 5 minutes, that's why I'm saying the insane stuff.
Oh,
Oh, God damn it.
I'm sure if we go much longer here, up and there it is, length and or girth. I would say that
Fire
one
hose
airs
shit?
on the side of insane. What?
I asked,
See-
do you fire hose that shit?
See, length is nice, but I mean, girth is what they actually want.
True that, brother. Spit them facts.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. Since it came from Sarge, I think he was looking for measurements.
No, okay. I was about to say, no, he said king shit at the end.
Okay, all right, fair. I don't know. Just
And
seems like a Sarge
considering we
thing.
know, nah, that's too personal for Sarge. Okay, so what's the most
Huh?
insane work you've done? Most insane? I
I don't
mean,
know. The
other
hanging
than the
tree's
blood
pretty up
portrait,
there.
I don't know if there's anything insane.
Yes, insane's one of those things that you kind of have to like quantify. Like, what do you count
Like-
as insane?
Like the most off the wall or the coolest to me?
Yeah.
Anchovies can die. I live on the beach. I hate fish. Pineapple is good on pizza.
Huh.
Killing you.
The biggest pick you've ever worked on?
The biggest one was a full-size banner. It was 6 foot by 8 foot, and I hated every minute of it. I hate drawing big, just because my lines look small. It was for something in high school.
Okay.
Any commissions you've ever had to reject?
2. I am not a fan of vor for personal reasons, and 1 was a underage character.
Ooh.
All right, fair enough.
I'm a whore for money, but I have principles. Also, I'm
Yeah,
not drawing anything illegal.
I don't know if I do a lot. I'd say I accept a lot of things to write, but I don't know if I'd do war.
Gutting
I
Mia
just-
though. On the tape.
I don't
as
kink
reverse
shame,
vor.
but something's wrong with people that are into vor. That's
Yeah,
literally a
little bit.
suicide fetish.
Artif.
Yeah, I was gonna say looks at Artiv.
Artif would let me eat him.
Yeah, but
She's
like,
a Herbie. That's the thing I don't get.
yeah.
Don't fucking frowny face in chat. Artif.
Sierra said check Olivia's fridge.
They're just
Oh, boy.
still maxing in there for some reason.
Is that all it is in the fridge?
Yeah.
Sarge is making promises he better keep.
Actually,
Guys, don't fucking like Stella post in the fridge. Do that in like one or like snooting up or something. Fridge is supposed to be for the actual art.
yeah, you fucking freaks. Keep shit to the right channel, otherwise I'm gonna come in there and start slapping ass.
The most exciting work I've done, I've done a lot of local work for like local bands underground.
Ooh.
There's a place called the Soul Kitchen, and it's not doxing me or anything, but they host big bands, small bands, everything. Like I met Chevelle over there, pretty cool brothers. And I was offering work to a lot of local bands, and I got in with a full local production company called All This Entertainment, and I have done not an insane amount, but a good amount of promotional material for like local concerts, local bands, real people, including city council. I would say that's probably the most exciting work I've done because I see it make an impact and it's posted on like random street corners, and that's always cool to see.
Shit, that's badass.
I'm being slandered in the pit.
Yeah, see, that's on my professional side. Like that's not work I'd post anywhere because it's got literal information on it.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough. Here's the thing. One of the funny things about having people on for this creator spotlight. They'll go into like the work they've done, and I'll sit here and be like, "Damn, I really need to go do something." Holy shit!
I'm sitting here big chilling, man.
No,
Motherfuckers
it's not
are
until you
doing
have
tons
moments
shit.
of reflection like this where you realize, you sit in your own head. It's like, man, I'm really not doing much. Then you think about all the stuff you have done, and it melts away. So here's a little bit of doomer pilling for you. The work you do just drifts into the back of your head and doesn't seem to matter in the long run, but it makes you feel good.
Yeah, people
Please
say.
do not take that as to heart the message. Everything you do matters. Just make sure you do it with purpose.
Yeah,
That's so fucking real.
don't hit the E1. Nothing matters.
I don't care
Oh,
what the caveman did to
speaking-
the suicide fence in the roof. Stay away from it.
Speaking of which, Fleepo has another question. But I got a question. Now, if it comes to drawing kinds of all, what is it that makes you feel more happy than satisfied?
Portraits. Anytime I do a portrait and it comes out looking like the person, that does make me happy. Because, I'm giving them, a representation of themselves. I have actually tried to do the caricature art at, like, the fair, but you have to work for the company before they just hire you.
Mm.
Because I would totally do that. I can do caricatures.
I think I have like a caricature art of myself somewhere. I think it's back in my
Don't have
parents'
any.
place though.
I'm afraid. I already get caricaturized enough. I don't need more. Don't fuck with me.
Fuck with Jake, it'd be really funny.
No, literally, I was quoting that stupid GIF.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, you know
I
what
just.
I'm
Do you
talking
want to
about.
quote any other stupid gifs?
No, because it's the GIF of me.
Okay.
You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Look in the pit, then.
What do you mean? Look at the pit. Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even like really see the text the first time I saw it. It kind of just like fucking. There was a lot going on, and my brain just fuzzed it out.
Cool. You're very smart.
Thank you. All right. I think probably we're at a good place to call it. We're coming up on the 3-hour marker here. And the
Yep.
True.
feels like
I
the
did find the last image because I was going through the server.
Yep.
If you want to post this as the last thing, Cocaineer as mayor.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Look at this shit. Hell yeah.
Stand-in mayor, Cocaineer.
This is after Cocaineer kills Reed.
Usurp.
That's a
the
victory
mayor's
cigar.
chair.
Look at
I
that.
think it's hilarious that he has sunglasses in front of his eye sockets.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
man.
looks good. I'll give it
Nothing wrong
that.
with being a skeleton wearing shades.
Temporary mayor. How do you be temporary mayor?
Well, the mayor's gone, and then his fill-in is gone, so you're the fill-in for the fill-in.
So you have to be okay. All right. So it's like temporary squared. Got it.
Well, now that we're winding down, let's talk about what we're gonna do after the stream.
Oh, yeah, fucking right. Because I was gonna say I was gonna talk about that later, didn't I? The reason that we've changed up the schedule a little bit is because Saturdays now we're gonna be doing the Critter Spotlight 2 hours earlier than my usual stream time, so we can hopefully try and get another community night in each week. So that way, there's a Friday community night at regular time, and then a Saturday community night close to regular time. We're gonna be starting the spotlights 2 hours earlier, so depending on how long they run, it might be up to an hour later, roughly. So just keep that in mind going forward. Unless for whatever reason I start doing the community night tonight and I die and I can't do 2 community nights, but I think we should be able to do it. So that should open up the opportunity for more people to participate and for us to get to more games and stuff. That said, tonight we are just going to be doing more Gmod. Because I didn't have anything else prepared, but we might be doing more than just TTT. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, Kev, thank you for hopping on with us. It was a pleasure having you.
Yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed it.
Godspeed.
Everybody, I don't know if I'll be streaming the community tonight. It might just be like a chill out thing. We'll
Chilling
see.
out, relaxing, and maxing all cool.
So yeah, everybody who's watching, hope you had a good time sticking around and listening to Kev talk about his artistic prowess. Have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you, and we'll see you at the next stream, which, if I don't stream the community spotlight, will either be tomorrow or Monday, and we'll be reading None in the Chamber. So I'll see you then.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.